I played your video on like while my stream was going on, and I didn't realize that like I played it and then I heard it like twice, and I realized like halfway through I was just like, oh shit, they can hear it.
It's so good. Video's fire, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. So I just finished the horror game stream, like FNAF games stream a few hours ago. I need to make about 3 shorts out of it, and I have an idea for 2 of them, and I gotta figure out a third. Because the goal is...
For the first two, then?
Well, there was this... My goal for the first one is there was a part where I was like literally like I was doing something which required me to pay a lot of attention to the screen, and then my mom came in from the door, so I was looking at her, and then it jump scared both me and my mom. Which is super funny, which is probably one. And another one is like,
it has to be in there.
yeah, seriously. And I'm borderline on the second one, which is me just doing like a clown minigame for like half an hour. Which I'm gonna
What you
like,
should do,
what's up?
what you should do is like add Subway Surfers to the top and like some random like crafting video, and then throw in like your FNAF area. I'm being like dead serious. Try it. Like genuinely.
Well, you want
I
me to,
just like
so you want me to throw Subway you want me to throw Subway Surfers in the top of it, and then
yeah, and then your Twitch clip, and then some other like random like cooking video, and just to like
you want me to be 24K?
not like at not like as a joke. Yeah, not as a joke, just to be like, just to see like the difference, you know?
You want me to do a social experiment?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I mean, if you're down for that.
maybe for another one. But I'm
I'd
trying
do
to
that.
get, because I really don't want to work on these shorts like while school or like while college is happening. So my goal is to just bulk edit all of them and then schedule. So I've scheduled for all of March, for the first 2 weeks of April, and I need some more because I have nothing else.
I don't know. I didn't watch the stream because I was busy trying to nap.
That's fine. It was horror anyway. You wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, I'm too much of a scaredy cat.
So now I'm just searching for one. The lefty clip is like right here. I want to see if you can actually see. Like,
Trapped in a case of
if yeah, you definitely can't see my mom, but you can definitely. I want to see if you can. You could tell about right. I didn't watch back this stream, by the way, so I don't know exactly like what happens. Oh, you can definitely see me looking. Oh wait, no, you can't. Hold on. This is me. You can definitely see me looking.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. That's...
I want to close the stream, otherwise I'm exploding my computer in half.
Hold on, let me share it on
playing a
Discord.
game.
Let me share it on Discord.
Alright.
Maybe that'll make it a little bit better.
I mean, it's going through just fine, but I can just hear my computer starting to ramp up, and that always scares me.
That's not good. Yeah, there you go. OBS camera's on.
Nice.
But yeah.
I saw this, but yeah. What's your second? Oh, you don't really have second. Yeah. But the headset goes too. It's such a good clip.
That is good. Alright. And my second one is probably this damn clown. Where is it?
And angry at clowns.
I don't know why, because I did it for like half an hour. Here it is. This clown thing. So basically in this game, how it works is if you do this clown minigame and you are able to scare all of them, you get about $1,000 in like revenue, which is exactly what you kind of need. You need like a lot of money very fast, and this is the fastest way to do it. But it's very hard to get all the kids, because basically you have to get all the kids in this bubble, and you have to press space. And I did this for like half an hour. You can see how disinterested I am right now. Hold on. You can
I
see.
think it's just the average Nicon face.
I almost pulled the trigger. Look at my face. Come on.
This is definitely the average Nicon face.
Yeah. When did I actually get all of them? Did I ever get all of them? I definitely got them once. I don't know if I got them like.
Why you look like you're in a tournament over here?
I was very serious. I wanted it. I did get it. Oh, let's go.
Fruit punch for everyone.
Let's go.
Bro's popping out for FNAF.
Perfect. There we go. There's the clip. There's it. I gotta put the timestamp down.
The day Discord adds a feature where I can turn on people's cameras is the day I actually pay for Nitro.
Seriously. Did you see that they're paying for like themed?
Yeah, for better Discord.
Yeah. It's very stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of what you should be expecting, I guess, but
they're gonna turn it to Skype because you're putting out so many things of like so many things of like what is it called?
instead of actually improving the actual thing people need.
Yeah, that's which is exactly what Skype did.
There's so many things I would love to see on this app, but God, so just it's mid.
Yeah.
And it's fine for it to be mid because it's supposed to be. Don't try and make it something different.
Yeah.
I like my mid the way it is.
It's mid, but if you just make it, if you just add more useless things, it turns into bad. That's how it works.
I want my mid to stay mid.
Yeah. All right. Let's make highlights then. Let's make highlights of all these just to...
So my region bans Steve and Kazuya. Well, Kazuya's just temporary to like test out something.
Okay.
But other than that, Steve's banned, right?
Sure. Which is a lot of them are doing it.
Yeah. And I've been strongly I play in box now, right?
Sure.
So I've been strongly considering coming back to Smash for a little bit just to play Kazuya.
In a banned region?
Yeah, after he gets unbanned. He's gonna get unbanned after a little bit.
Oh, okay. So it's a temporary ban.
Somewhere. Yeah. Only ban though. So
when the hell did I
like I'm just gonna pick up because I can play box Kazuya and just
got
cheat.
it. Let's go.
It'd be so much fun.
I'm just playing box Kazuya?
Yeah. Imagine.
You're
It'd be so funny.
You're a psychopath.
How am I the psychopath? I am the nicest guy.
Yeah, sure.
I am known for being very kind and wholesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly what you're known for.
Yeah. I have never said anything mean to anybody. I've never started something for content.
Absolutely.
I've always been kind.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I remember you for.
Why do I hear in sarcasm?
Yeah, it's funny.
What are you trying to say here, Nicon?
I think UMD hasn't banned Steve yet. I don't think MDVA banned Steve yet. I think if I had to guess, I don't think they banned it. But
yeah, I don't know. It's wild to be a Smash player right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy.
I don't know how y'all do it.
a lot of self-deprecation.
Eh,
All right, now I gotta highlight the lefty clip, or I could just clip it. What am I doing? I'll just clip it.
yeah, bro, clip that.
VOD page. Oh, it's right there. Clip.
I will say I found one of my new favorite games recently
What's it called?
called 30XX. It's a roguelike that mixes in Mega Man platforming.
Hmm.
So it's really difficult. And that's why I enjoy it so much, because it's just hard.
Damage to the thing. You enjoy it because it's difficult?
Yeah, it's difficult and it's a roguelike, which immediately means I like it.
I mean, it's fair. You do like roguelikes. I remember I still have your DM telling me to get Hades.
Yeah, did you ever use that?
I did use it, but I already had Hades on Steam.
Oh,
Like I think I have Hades right here, right? Do I? I do have Hades, yeah. So I have Hades.
I just paid for Switch Online for a year.
I don't think I ever used it. I think I still have it on there. Actually, wait,
Bro,
no, I
use it for
did use
Switch
it.
Online.
I did use it because I got a new Switch. Because my old
Oh,
Switch I gave away, and so I used it to buy the DLC back. So thank you for that.
yeah.
Because because it was on how it worked was like I bought, so I had the physical copy of the game. I had the Piranha Plant um based
Why didn't you
on,
just link your Nintendo account?
I did, but there was two Nintendo accounts being used at the same time. And how it works like that is like you need to have internet and you
Yeah,
can't have DLC at all.
yeah,
So,
I know how that works. Why didn't you
yeah.
just get rid of the other one, transfer ownership?
Well, because that wasn't the original, because we didn't know it worked that way. And we just
Oh,
thought the new Switch was just like that. And then once I figured that out, I was like, well, I paid for DLC for nothing then.
yeah, you did just kind of bamboozle yourself.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. A little unfortunate, but you
Bro,
know,
I had a wild day myself.
what'd you do?
Uh, my old stepmom reappeared. And,
Oh shit.
yeah, bro, I talked to her today. That was wild. I hate that lady.
What happened? What was she trying to do?
uh, I was just out on a hiking trip, a couple friends. That's what I was doing today, and apparently she pulled up with a couple people and was just like there, and it
That's
was so weird.
that's weird.
Cause she tried talking to me, and I'm like, bro, I don't care.
You're just like, fuck you, I don't want to talk
That's
to
the first thing I said was, I don't care.
you. Good for you though.
Dude, I don't know. That was weird.
It is very weird actually. How did she even know where you were?
I don't know. That's what I'm like slightly concerned about, but at the same time, I don't really care.
Was she like, are you on like family sharing with your phone?
No, about the same while after divorce.
Hmm.
It was a lot of different people. I didn't know everybody, so I'm assuming she just kind of got invited. So
Ah, gotcha.
so wacky.
It's a little wacky, yeah.
Yeah. But I did walk for like 5 miles, so that was a good workout today.
That's good. Walking's always good.
I'm like strongly considering just like getting really ripped legs and nothing else, and it'd be really funny.
Just skinny arms and just legs like a turkey.
Yeah, just built. It would be funny.
Be
I don't
kind
know
of
how
funny.
ethical it'd be.
Ethical. It's your own body.
Yeah, and there's ways not to be ethical with it.
Hmm. I guess.
Just eating 3 packs of Takis a day. Family
Do you eat 3 packs of Takis a day?
size. No, no, but I did for a little bit.
What
Went
do you
through
mean
a
you?
rough breakup recently, so I was
Oh,
like, I was going through it.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, And bro, those donkeys saved my life. I almost choked to death on one. I'll be real.
Jesus.
Oh, it was really funny.
Bonnie, left. Foxy. There you go. Boom. Okay. What's it called? There was something, I don't know how much I can say about this, but like, oh, can you still hear me, by the way? Hello?
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
My frame rate just dips on my computer. Like my bit rate is just going crazy. Sometimes it happens when the Wi-Fi's out.
Ooh.
But I was in lecture today, and like I I was walking out, and this girl who sits next to me, like, came up to me and was like, "Hey, I want you to have this," and she gave me like the most dead flower I've ever seen. It was this thing was like brown and wilted away. I was just like, "What is this?" I didn't know what to do in that moment. I didn't know what to do in that moment.
There isn't really much you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I was like, thanks, and then that was it. I couldn't do anything else. I was like,
Yeah,
thanks.
bro, flabbergasted. I don't know what's been going on recently, but I've been getting a lot of people asking for my number, which is really weird.
You're just
And
not
it's like I'm
expecting it,
chilling in a
or
Walmart. Huh?
so you're just not expecting it, or just
Yeah,
like,
I'm just like chilling in Walmart in like pajamas. And like some random redhead with a choker, the 50th copy cloned human being I've seen in my life, pulls up and it's like, "Can I get your number?" Oh, go away.
no, go away.
I'm trying to cope. Let me buy my bag of Takis.
Let me buy my one giant family bag of Takis at Costco, please.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I don't know what's been happening, but maybe it's the pajamas.
Yeah, maybe they're going for like that, like, I don't know. I don't know. What would they be? I don't know.
I always just assume it's curly hair and deep voice.
Oh, you know what?
That's always
It's
my
probably a deep
immediate
voice. It's
assumption.
probably a deep voice. But how do they
Yeah.
even like look at you from a distance and be like, deep voice? I need their number.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. It's always kind of weird, like me as a human being, because I'm 6 foot. I have a very deep voice, right? But I have a massive baby face, so
So
number really matches.
it's just weird for you to be like, all right, which one do they like about me?
Yeah, well, which one do you have to hit?
Which one are you targeting?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel that.
'cause
I don't
it's,
know. I think I have a
uh,
little bit of a baby face, but I don't know. When I grow up, when I shave my
mustache covers it.
when I shave
Oh
out my
wait,
mustache,
no.
I have a baby face. But when I have my mustache, I look way older than I actually am.
So do you want the mustache or not?
I don't know. Some days I do, some days I really don't. Like, there's some
Oh, I
days where
got
I'm
you.
just like, I need a mustache. I was just like, I'm not feeling it today. I need a mustache. But there's other days I'm like, I can't have this right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going on a mustache arc, but
Mustache
at
arc?
the same time, yeah, mustache arc. But at the same time, I don't think I'm built for it.
You don't think you're
Yeah,
built for a
I'm not able
mustache?
to rock a mustache. I don't think.
We're not.
I'm scared of it, bro. It's gonna hurt me.
It's only uncomfortable when you try to sleep. That's the only time it's uncomfortable.
I enjoy my sleep. I always struggle to get to sleep.
Sometimes when I struggle to get to sleep, I'll like shave at like 4 a.m. A lot of people shave
Bro,
in a lot of people shave in like the morning, and I don't get that. Cause like,
I do always do it in the evening.
yeah, I do it right before I go to bed. Right before I take a shower. I, like, shave, then take a
I'll be
shower, go
real.
to
Half
bed.
the time I'm shaving, I'm just doing it just like because I'm randomly just like I looked in the mirror. I'm like, bro.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I do not need J/sideburns right now. It's just.
That's funny.
I will say, it depends on the work day whenever I shave now, because I work in lawn work.
Okay.
So I shave on my days off, which happens to be a lot of the week.
How many days off do you have? I mean, it's spring.
Well, it hasn't hit super hard here yet, but we can get like a week's worth of yards done in about a day or two.
Damn. A week in a day?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We go crazy.
How many
We can hit
lawnmowers do
like
you
20 or
have?
30 yards. We only have one. It's just me and one other dude.
Damn.
Which is crazy.
Crazy with it.
Yeah.
I'll have this on the top. Wee. This is how I do all my editing. I just go, which one looks kind of okay?
You just say we.
Wee. I'm a bit delirious. I stayed up so long to watch the UMD basketball game. Just watched, I guess, messed up by Alabama.
I forgot that you're a sports guy.
Yeah. Too much of a sports guy. I started watching the NFL Combine, which is like the workout that draft prospects do right before the draft. And every other like sports guy, they're like, bro, what are you doing? Like, we have science lab. What the hell are you doing?
You're getting shamed by other sports guys.
Yeah, they're like, we're starting a flag football thing. Do you want to join? And they didn't ask me to join because obviously, I mean, like, look at me. Do they look? Do they look at me and they think sports guy?
Yeah.
But I'm like watching the combine. They're like, dude, what are you doing? They're like, come in and help us with this titration.
It's really funny.
All right. So now I just gotta section this out with the clown games, and then I have to make the subtitles for the clown game. It's gonna take an hour.
Just add cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Cheese. It's the funniest thing ever.
That's still a 2-year-old clip.
And it's so funny. Actually, that actually popped up on my feed. I don't know. Well, I was going through a couple things that popped up. An old screenshot.
Oh,
and I laughed.
Like the YouTube?
The cheeseburger thing. Yeah. And I laughed so hard.
I think
the good old days.
Oh, I don't know why I searched up Nicon, but it's not gonna be that. It's the Nicon VODs. Yeah. Where is it? Because I uploaded like a ton, including the cheeseburger.
I mean, it's a very recognizable thumbnail. I mean, I know that.
Where is it? Did I not upload the cheeseburger? I thought for sure I did.
You definitely did. Oh, just the clip of it, or?
No, these are the whole VODs.
Like 30 minutes.
These are the VODs. It's not that. It's not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Oh, it is. I didn't put the thumbnail. I'll do that.
Scanned me, bro.
I'll do that. Yeah, I know. I'll grab that. I'll grab that. Hold on. Update February 12th. There you go. Alright, I'll grab that in a second. Alright. Look at it.
I remember the Twitter post to go with it too.
What was it?
Like, it's like the greatest thumbnail of all time.
I remember we were in the Try Not to Laugh and my headphones kept going out and I couldn't hear, and all I heard, like, when I pulled my thing back up, it was cheeseburger. I was like, what the hell?
Cheeseburger.
Like,
it was just
deluxe concert stage.
I was so out of it that night.
That was it right there.
I go crazy on stream.
Yeah. I think I only ever did one Try Not to Laugh, and that was it. Because the other Try Not to Laugh were super copyrighted, and so it would mess up all my DMCAs. And plus, they all had like TOS stuff in there.
I've been seeing a lot of people starting just to have people make them like clip compilations.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. The problem is the people who, when I tried to do that, they sent me a lot of TOS stuff. Like one of them was like literally just an ostrich from Up saying the N-word. And I was like, I can't watch this. Like, what are you doing?
Are you stupid?
Playtest the clown.
Yeah.
Playtest the clown. Playtest the clown. We're gonna get all the kids in, and then we scare them all. Do I even make this a short? Like, this is gonna take so much work, and I don't even think it's gonna have that good of a payoff.
On you, bro. Add the Subway servers.
I'll do the lefty one. I'll save this, and I'll save it for later, just in case. And then I'll do the lefty one, because I know for sure the lefty one is gonna be funny.
I haven't seen a lot of people playing a lot more FNAF recently.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird.
You're part of the problem.
I created this problem.
Take credit for it.
Oh, did you see my post in the Discord about FNAF?
No, this is my first time being in here since the last time.
Oh, about the security breach? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me grab it from Twitter. Where is it? There it is. I fully 100% completed security breach. I got every single trophy. I got every single achievement. Everything that there is to find in that game, I found it.
Are you okay?
It took 30 hours. It was.
Okay. Are you good?
I've only 100% completed 2 games, Cuphead and Security Breach.
I think you like FNAF too much.
I didn't. It was a bad game, but it was a bad game I had fun with. Like it was fun for the wrong reasons. Honestly, that's where my stance is.
I don't know. I just watched people just play that game, and all I heard was people complain about it, which I thought was very funny.
Yeah, because they took it seriously. Like as soon as
it's a FNAF game. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, they were probably waiting for like a super long time for this game to come out. But the problem with waiting for this long for a game to come out is like if it's bad, you gotta immediately like be like, alright, is this bad in a fun way or is this just bad overall? And it was bad in a fun way. It was, if you didn't take it seriously, it was very fun. Which is exactly my kind of thing.
I'm always amazed at your competitor.
Honestly, I am too. I hate fighting games. I hate fighting games so much.
You do not have a personality of a competitor, and it's just so funny.
Well, this is me trying to have because I like to have fun, so I like to just mess around. If you see me,
this is why you're not a competitor. You like to have fun.
If you see me in competition, like you've seen my bracket runs, you know how competitive I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just 2 different sides, so it's just like the competitive side, and then the side that doesn't need to be competitive all the time.
You can play games and have fun. I play a game, and the first thing I'm thinking about is if I can take this competitor or not. I don't have fun.
I think that, and I thought this from like a very young age, is like if you can't have fun with like a lot of like regular stuff, then it's like really upsetting. So I've tried to always like try to find fun in like literally anything. And I don't know, it's worked out.
Like that. I just if I play a game, I want to get cracked at it, which is why I have a very small Steam library.
Look at framing. Well, that's exactly what I want to start off that. Look at that face. Hold on.
Look at that handsome shaved face.
Where's the zoom in button? That's funny. I want to make that my. I want to make that an emote. Oh, that's good. Where does it get loud? I just want to make sure it's not too loud.
The FNAF clip. Of course it's gonna be loud. What? I've been on the internet.
I need to find a way to freeze. Frame hold, because I want to freeze and like add an arrow and become like mom.
Mom in clip with cheeseburger.
It's just like
Everyone every stream I get becomes part of.
well, I ended stream right after this, and I went downstairs, and she was like, "What are you playing?"
It's like the meme where like the mom walks in me watching anime.
I like to eat like sugar whenever I'm doing something, and so I just grabbed just a packet of cookies. Honestly, I prefer Oreos, but we don't.
I can't eat sugar. I can't handle it.
Like, is it?
I get like instant headaches if I eat like so much as like a slice of cake.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like the funny thing is like you know this about me. I'm very big into cooking. But I don't bake.
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't bake because of it. Because like I can eat like a very thin slice. I mean extremely thin. I'll get a headache from it.
It's just over. I mean, at some point, I think that's like a strength is that you can't eat sugar because realistically, sugar is insanely bad for you.
I also gain weight very easily, so I'd always keep that sort of stuff in check.
Yeah. I don't. My metabolism is very low. Or is it high? Is it high that you don't?
High.
Yeah. It would be high. My metabolism is insanely high. Like I eat a full pizza every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
My God, dude.
And I'm still at 110 pounds.
I don't know. I have to keep my weight in check a lot. Like to stay at the weight I'm at, which has been like 190 for a couple years.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, you gotta do a lot.
I mean,
but
it's like, yeah, I agree. It's probably worth it in this scenario. And
yeah,
honestly,
I do enjoy walking without destroying my ankles.
Yeah.
Preferably.
Yeah, sometimes I hate having a high metabolism. Like I'm super. I mean, I'm kind of average weight. I haven't weighed myself in like a while. Like last time I weighed myself, I thought I was like 110, 120, around like there. But, like it's incredibly hard to like gain weight, and I feel always like underweight. You know?
Yeah, there's such a balance you want to hit. Like it sucks to be underweight, and it sucks to, be overweight too. So it's just like, I don't know how the only way you're probably gonna be tacking on weight if your metabolism stays that way is like putting on muscle.
Yeah, and I've tried to do that, and it's hard. Like, I mean, I work out, but it's just, I mean, it's still there, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't super work out. I just work out enough to make sure I don't be big.
Don't make sure you don't like seem the worst. Like, you're just relatively healthy.
I've been really good at it for the past couple of years, which is good.
Okay, so frame holds, okay.
I have not gained weight in a while, which is great.
That's good.
Finally hit the routine. Yeah, I never understood people that like do diets because like you can eat.
Oh, BRB, I'm back.
Was
let me turn
loud
you
as
down.
hell.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was loud as hell. Jesus. That's so quackus.
I'm great, bro. How are you? I'm here to make your stream mature audiences again.
Oh yeah, did I tell?
Single-handedly bled out my ears.
Yeah. Quinn,
Yeah,
did
turn me down, bro. I'm gonna turn myself down. Actually, hold up.
Quinn, did I tell you about
Very
that?
good idea. What?
So every single time, I found out that every single time I'm in a stream where Quack is in VC, when you try to join my stream, it indicates that it's for mature audiences only.
I think he's trying to say get him off your stream.
Maybe.
Like this dude is ruining your viewership.
Is this
BRB
rude?
has threatened me to take me out of stream before just because I said he's a rich boy because of his glasses.
I didn't say that. Let's chill out.
You did say that. You said stop talking about it, or you'll ban me. You don't. No. You can't dodge. You can't dodge. I'll pull up the clip, bro. First time I was ever in one of your streams, because I just found out you streamed, and I was like, ah, hell yeah, bro, we're about to ruin his night. You were playing Joker. You were playing Persona 5.
I was playing
worst
Persona
game.
5. I like that game actually.
I know you do.
I hate that game. Garbage.
Why do
Oh,
hate
are you
Persona
editing?
5? Yeah, it's an editing stream.
Annoying.
Bro, wait, dude, I can't believe you got an Yeet Smash. That's crazy.
Yeah, I did. That was crazy, and I can't believe Mars actually watched it, and then told me that like I was a really good puff.
You're nice.
You were a really good puff. Yeah, everybody that's not a puff main thinks you're a good puff. All the other puff mains are just salty.
Yeah, all the other puff mains just kind of
Wait.
hate me.
Wait, what? You hated Nicon? What's
A
going
little
on here?
bit.
What is this? At?
Like,
Has Hungry Box ever said that you're a bad puff main?
I don't think Hungrybox knows who I am.
I don't
Has
think-
Base Mage?
I don't think Base Mage knows who I am either.
They better start knowing, because you're Nicon according to some MDVA stream.
Yo, Nicon, my guy.
Nicon, my goat.
I'm not Nicon. I'm Nikon.
Hey, Nicon. You need to play
Nicon,
Smash
my
Slash
heart.
man, because you don't have to jump. You can just dash
Wait,
attack.
what do you call me, Nicon?
Oh, Quinn.
Quinnipass.
Oh no, I called you Quinne. I forgot. It was Quinne.
No, it's Cune. It's Cune, obviously.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to hold the
I
frame.
want to start
'cause I
calling
wanna-
you like Condi.
Nikondi.
My Condi's
Yeah, my boy,
nuts.
Condi.
Aha. Don't ban me.
I would.
Okay,
ban
well,
you, but
mature audience is stream time.
Yeah.
All viewer retention was lost.
Haha, nerd.
How
It's
do
like,
I-
bro thought he was safe. Bro thought because I didn't show up to 2 of his streams, he thought he was safe.
add frame holds.
Add
good
frame
enough.
holes. Yo, no, wait. Give me that image. Somebody screenshot. I'm a screenshot. Give me that image. Screenshot that for me.
You know where you reminded me?
Why did that do that? What the heck?
It doesn't like you, that's why. It
Oh,
actually told me that.
I figured it out. Because I don't need that.
Hey, Nicon, you know something that's crazy? And like, is it ever like, have you ever experienced this? Like top players in like matchmaking for like Smash Ultimate or something, where like they just will refuse to play you because they're all too busy playing other top players. So like you never get better because you're not playing against the top level.
Yes.
Bro, I experienced that and it's so frustrating. And then I got called like in mid, and I'm like, huh? How many top 8s have you made?
That happens. I'm a rivals player, and
Wait.
I'm the
What do you mean?
number 3 representative of my character.
You're the
and
number 3 representative in the world?
Yeah.
God damn, so you're a top player.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
but what top 8s at majors do you have?
I haven't gone offline.
You're good
I got
offline.
a lot. I got a lot top 10. I got a couple top 10 wins. A lot of top 50 wins. So beat a lot
Let's
of people.
go.
But it's like, I don't know. originally it was a lot easier to get top players to play with me, and then whenever I started getting better, people were just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
no,
started dodging
because
me.
like they realize they can't clip you anymore.
Yeah, and it doesn't help
They
that I
can't get
switched on
content
box.
out of you.
Yeah, it doesn't help that I switched on box, so like people really don't want to play me.
Why don't they want to play you if you're on box?
I play a charge character.
You play a what?
I play a charge character.
What's so bad about that?
You only know Smash.
Wait,
Yeah.
charge character.
Yeah, charge character and rivals.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh boy. Okay, so a charge character is somebody that can do different attacks by holding down most of the time. Yeah, he's like Guile, pretty much.
I
And-
get it. I see why nobody likes you now.
And on stickless
That's-
controllers, they're really, really good.
I
could do a lot of
yeah,
things you
I
can't
know. I
do.
don't want to play against you ever either, then, bro.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, but I'm also a massive trash talker, so
It's okay, bro. Dude, talking trash is the key to getting better. If you can trash talk people and then back it up, bro, you're good.
how do you think I improved in Ultimate?
Trash talk everybody
Do,
into
do you
forcing
know
them
the
to play you.
story?
That's funny.
Does Nicon told the stories?
No, I haven't. That's all you.
Oh boy. So I
Anyways.
had a period in Ultimate where I would just find people with bad opinions, first attend them, and like streams, and just talk the most amount of trash.
Even if you were losing.
Yeah.
Especially
That's
if he
my
was
goal.
losing. Especially if he was losing.
Wait,
Got bad.
Nikon, did he play you one time?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
played me
that-
multiple
that-
times.
Yeah, Nikon's my
This-
homie, bro.
And does he talk mad trash when you play?
Well, I can talk trash back.
See,
I
the thing
see.
is that me and Nikon, when we had a lot of different like. Nikon's just my homie, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can never hurt Nikon. Nikon's like the role model for your average citizen.
Aw. Thank
Yeah,
you.
he's the role model. I'm the bad angel. You're the good angel.
No, you're just like the really annoying guy you
Two
found on the side of the
shifters.
tree.
Hey, fuck you too, bro.
Oh, that's funny. Transparent background.
All right,
I'm
gonna
the-
go
I'm the
sleep. I'll just
nicest
hop in
guy.
here to say hi and then get your stream demonetized. Good night.
You can stick around,
Alright, bro.
Quackus, if you want.
I'm
Alright, bye then. Thanks,
I
Quackus.
chased another person. I chased another person out of the stream.
Please tell me that is this not transparent background? They lied to me. I'm just trying to find a yellow curved arrow. But the
I
problem
think
is,
I've chased multiple people out of your streams before.
yeah, it seems to just be it just seems to just be a trend.
I don't know why.
Unsupported format. Ugh. That's unfortunate. The fitness gram. He just DM'd. He just put the fitness gram pacer test in chat. That's funny. What if I download this one and then I just reverse it? I'll just rotate it. Let's hope I can actually use it though. They lied to me. Look at this. Quinn, look at this.
Getting bamboozled, bro. What can I say?
Oh my god.
Oh, welcome to editing.
This is the worst in the world.
I think the worst part about editing, besides it just being incredibly time consuming,
Mhm.
is trying to build up your repertoire of repertoire. Can't pronounce the word.
Repertoire?
Of, like, yeah, you're really good at this, college man. And of just like your edits, of like different stuff you want to do,
Yeah.
because you have to scour the entire internet for this random stupid meme you're gonna use twice.
Yeah, seriously. Good night, Quackers. But yeah, I honestly, there's like, I have a folder of like random things I need to use. I don't think I have an arrow. I need to find like, oh, perfect. I got
I
it.
have spent actual hours, like, just looking for one thing that I want, because it'd be perfect. and I like just get pissed off.
How do I flip this? Can I flip? For sure I can flip it, right? Just flip it over the x-axis. Anchor point. How to flip image in Premiere Pro. Click transform. Okay, there's no transform.
Yeah, there is.
There's transform.
Hold up. Let me wrap up this boss.
I'm on the 2019 version.
You're on 2019?
Yeah. Select
just pirated?
transform tab. What are you talking about?
My bad, bro. You gotta pay for it.
A little bit. It's it's so much money for a product that's honestly not that good.
True. That's why I stopped paying for mine.
Yep. All right. How do I do this? And flip an image in Premiere Pro. 2019.
Let me pull this out.
Oh, it's in this one. Oh, the bottom left. So they were like literally lying to me. Go to video effects. Video effects.
Bro, I want to talk to Jay again. I miss that guy.
Oh, what's this? You want to talk to Jay?
Yeah, I've not talked to him in a minute.
I talked to him a little while ago. I think like a few days ago. He goes by Luxo now. I talked to him March 7th. It's the last time I talked to him.
Dude, it's so weird. Like, I just know, like, all you guys.
Mhm.
Just for years.
Yeah.
Just kind of hanging around. It's so like weird.
Either you feel like you're just hanging around.
Yeah. Just like from then to now, I guess. You know.
I guess. I mean.
It's natural, you know. So things go, but like, it's just so like different, you know. It went from everybody being on the crew and being a lot more competitive to half of us not even playing the game anymore. And,
yeah.
Either moving on to a different game or just, I don't know, anything else.
Yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you say that, of like, how many people just did actually just quit the game. Because that was a thing of like a lot of people just quitting. And then I do think about it. Man, I haven't heard from like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Huh.
I haven't heard from Vi in like a while.
I've never, ever since it disbanded, I've never heard from Vi.
I kept in contact with her for a little bit. I just haven't really checked up.
I kept in contact when we were talking about like the new Arc crew. That was very obviously a scam.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah. But I mean, other than that, like I never talked to her. Maelstrom, I don't even talk to her anymore. I can't remember.
I still talk to him.
I can't remember the last time I talked to him. Oh, I have it. January 12th, 2023 was the last time I talked to him.
I still hang out with him.
That's good.
Some male action.
I'm not saying the joke I had in my head.
Off stream.
Yeah. What Why the hell did that just happen? I just need to click on that. But yeah, it's weird. It is just weird how we were in a crew for like what, a year? At least that was how long I was in there. And then you were with him
I was around for a lot longer.
Way longer. I mean, I still kind of speak to Flame Champion.
I have not spoken to him since like our last first attempt we had on the stream.
Yeah. I just had like a lot of first attempts with him, that's why. And so he just commented on my Twitter sometime. I think he's trying to become a boxer right now.
From streaming to boxing.
And Danger, but I don't think Danger was ever in Olympus.
No, I never talked to Danger. I don't think I have. Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Transform, here it is. But yeah, I think those are the only people I actually talk to nowadays. Dream Castle, kind of. Like, he's in the Discord, but I don't really talk. He doesn't talk. He's a mod, but like, that's a position that doesn't mean anything.
What's funny about that is I think he's a mod in like every Discord server at this point. It's so funny. He's always managing to be one.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
yeah, I love it.
he just wants to be a mod.
He just to be there.
I don't know. I think it's because realistically what happened was before the pandemic, I had like no friends. All I really had was my breakdancing crew. And then like one other person. And then I started playing this game a lot and I got a lot of friends. And then as soon as the pandemic ended and I started going to college, I became a lot more friends with actual college friends. And so I just stopped talking to a lot of the people from the pandemic. I think is what happened.
Did you Smash player syndrome?
I mean, I'm still in a lot of Smash players. Like, I still talk to them. But just, like, not as much as I did before. You know?
Yeah.
I also think that if Luxa never deleted the server, I think we would probably be in touch a lot more.
Yeah, probably. We still have TechFest server, but we're just kind of around.
Oh, TechFest. I don't even talk to him. I think I asked Imp because he applied for Royal Lazarus. I asked Imp to maybe look at him, but I don't think
he doesn't play anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just the last few who actually talk to each other, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It is natural, but it still just feels weird to look back on.
Yeah, that is a part of your life that just went by super fast.
It felt so slow for a little bit.
For a while,
like,
it
just
did.
Sitting there, just grinding for every day for hours, and just like chilling there, talking about the next group battle.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. How did I actually? I don't even think that. I think a lot of my memory for Olympus Rising is blocked out because of. Actually, wait, no. There was one person on my crew before Olympus that was like a predator.
Oh.
And he gets brought up a lot in Royal Lazarus because Royal Lazarus does a lot of like scouting, like actual work before crew battles. And so they had this person and like Imp brought it up to me and then we talked about it for a while and then we just like keep sporadically talking about it a little bit. But I mean, that was scary because that was like right at the time because I was in a crew with him for about 5 months, and we DM'd like often. Like it was to the point where I like knew his family's actual real name.
Jeez.
And then everything I heard came out about it, and then I was devastated. I mean, because how can you not be when like somebody that you trusted to like know things about your life turns out to be a monster? You know?
Yeah, that happened a lot throughout COVID. There's so many different places, like outside of the big ones in 2020.
Yeah.
Just like for like people, me and you, that were a lot more ingrained. That was, I don't know, that was around a lot more during the Wi-Fi era, right? This is like Wi-Fi era is a thing that a lot of people don't know about because it was a different generation of players that just kind of came and went in a couple years.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff happened that people just don't know about, and it happened a lot, which is scary. You know, I think the biggest one that happened was the racist me gunner. But
I didn't even know about that
people knew about.
until I saw Hugs' video 2 weeks ago, actually.
Oh, that clown.
I saw his video on it, and it was super funny.
Yeah, I will say that watching that video was the funniest thing ever.
Quackers
Dude.
is such an asshole.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people just quit after Wi-Fi because I guess, you know, because a lot of us were just like 15, 16-year-olds that were just kind of like had nothing to do.
Yeah, it was just a lot of you just had nothing to do, so you might as well do something. And then I found out about the SES crew from doing a bracket. Like, if one person didn't approach me for an SES crew, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have known about SES, and I probably wouldn't be where I am right now.
Yeah, it hits different because like going from that's like 3 years ago only.
Yeah,
And
it feels
I don't know, I went from just a Garbanzo Beans player to being already old to being a top player in Rivals now.
Yeah,
And
your journey is crazy.
Yeah, it feels so weird looking back on it because it's just I don't know like how all this really happened, right? Because it's such a weird sequence of events that just so happened to end you up where you are now.
Yeah.
The only reason I was able to do customer service for a while and like actually get into working jobs is because I was able to like get online and actually become social despite being an introvert. And it's just it's so weird how much it affected my life, probably yours too. Just like in a random spot you wouldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be super honest about this. I really I haven't talked about this. If I didn't do Wi-Fi brackets, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have, I don't know, because I was like having really bad thoughts before the pandemic happened. And then the pandemic happened, and I saw this Smash thing, and I was like, I might as well do this. And then I don't know, like using that bracket stuff, I started to get a lot more confident in myself, and like actually started really appreciating myself a lot more.
Yeah, because you had like self-worth and something to be proud of.
Yeah.
For me, it was a scapegoat because my parents would just like getting into the divorce. And it started getting bad. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be my scapegoat.
Just your escape at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after we got done, you know, I'm sitting here still same old competitive guy, so it just kind of, for me, it changed everything that I did. Like, I went from a introverted, you know, just annoying 15-year-old that like couldn't get his head straight to, I can work now. I can talk to whoever and just be a functioning member of society instead of somebody that wants to sit down and watch booby anime.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of. I don't like thinking back to what I was in high school because I really didn't like myself in high school. Other than like breakdancing crew, but I really
I
think
can't bust in the move.
that I still gotta do a breakdancing stream at some point. I just gotta figure out the
I like that.
logistics of it. But yeah, I'm just trying to think about what I would have been like if I didn't do Smash.
I think what I would be, I'll be 100% real with you.
Uh-huh.
See, me now, I'm very blunt,
Yeah.
and I'm just a dude, right?
Mhm.
And I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
If the pandemic did not happen the way it did, I
Mhm.
would be sitting here watching some stupid anime. And right now, I hate it. I can't watch it.
You hate anime now?
Yeah, I can't handle it. Like, as soon as I see some random stupid trope of like, oh my god, I love you, I turn it off. I can't handle it. It's just the amount of cringe I feel.
Honestly,
But
I'm
back,
kind of the same way. Like I used to like anime a lot, and now I only really watch like one or two a year,
the reason for that
and like they're
was
the same ones usually.
the
I just
reason for that
rewatch.
was in school the only people that would hang out with me, I guess, were the anime kids, right? So you wanted to be like them.
Mhm.
And then after COVID, I just I can hang out with anybody now. So I can just mesh with people, just cause. And it's different.
Mhm. Hold on, let me get a less
Right.
chewy snack, and let me get a less like crunchy snack.
What's
right back.
crunchy snack?
You can keep
Alright,
talking. I
well.
can still hear you.
Oh, that means I can scream into the stream. No microphone icon. I have full control. I'm gonna pull up this chat.
There's nobody in the chat.
Man, I was about to harass people in the chat.
There's usually nobody in the chat.
I love harassing the chat. It's my favorite part. I go on stream sometimes just to make fun of the chat. Somebody had a bad opinion. I need to make fun of.
That's funny.
I know, all the big people and rivals, so I can usually just get in on their stream. So, if I really want to, I will pop in and just like go off on someone and then leave.
I don't think it's. See, again, a lot of with the other people when they're like, "Oh, we're looking for top Jigglypuff players," they'll go to the like very best and be like, "What are some good Jigglypuff players?" And they don't know my name, so nobody knows who the fuck I am. And the people who do are like, "How do people not know who you are?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you're the definition of a hidden boss.
Yeah. And honestly, I kind of like it.
It
that way.
sucks. I don't know. If I was in your position, I'd be mad. But
I sometimes I get kind of mad. Like they left me off of out of the MDVA top 100. Like, and
oh, yeah.
a lot of the times, like when you search up like MDVA players on like tier lists, you won't see me. And so that's sometimes when I get upset because of like I'm thinking about what I want to be when I stop playing. Like I want at least some part of me engraved somewhere, so I can pull it up and be like, I was good enough to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something to look back on.
Yeah. But when I think about like, I don't go to Xanadu a lot because a lot of people really don't like me there, and I kind of just want to go. Yeah, like.
You're like.
It's kind of
likable guy. There's nothing wrong with you.
It's kind of weird. It's just, when you walk into a place and you can feel like, oh, I'm not welcome here at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's what
It's
I feel
because
like.
you're normal and you're not like a smelly Smash player. You apparently from what I've heard, you smell nice. So I think it's the problem.
Maybe it's just like, oh my god, it's the one normal person.
Yeah.
That's
This guy
funny.
has a social life.
This guy knows.
Let's beat him
what-
up.
This guy's smart and is going somewhere. Oh shit. We gotta
College
bully
kid,
him.
bro. Let's kick him.
It could be. I mean, to be fair, when I was at UMD Smash Fest for the first time, I also felt like that. But I mean, after I played Pawn Master for the first time, that feeling went away real quick.
So what
But-
you gotta do is you have to sit really far back, have a dead look on your face, wear pajamas, and just be like, bro.
And then
You
everybody.
suck.
What's funny is I beat multiple PR people there. Like I've beaten people there. Like it's not uncommon for me to make a huge upset, but people just still don't like me. It's weird.
That's whack.
I'll go Tuesday.
I
I got
don't-
nothing else to do Tuesday. I'll go. I'll see what's up.
It's so weird because like, whenever like I think of nothing wrong with person, peak likable, there's like any personality can mesh. It's like someone like you. That's just like
Thank you.
unbelievably just chill, right? I mean, like me, some personalities don't mesh, right? I'm very competitive,
Yeah.
so it's the way it is.
It's-
If I'm blunt, somebody can handle it. It's whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a lot with like just people who are just blunt and speak their mind. It's either like the people like you or you don't like you.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just how it
there's-
is. You just gotta accept that.
There's very little in between,
Yeah.
which I mean is good. You get to sort out the fake people a lot.
It is. It's very hard to like someone seeps through the crack like that because it's like it's nice. Same time, it does kind of suck that some people just don't really like.
Mhm.
It is a little weird when you pop into VC and people are like, "Oh, it's this guy." But it is weird in rivals because people are nice to me regardless. And it's really weird because I pop into a random VC and people will say my name
Mhm.
and recognize me, and I don't know them. And it's the weirdest feeling.
I got that feeling once when I was at Glitch. I think it was Glitch Infinite. And some player came up to me, they're like, Nicon, can I please get a picture? And I was like, oh, sure.
Bro, get recognized.
I was like, what? Sure.
The ego build.
But what you were saying about rival players, there's a rival section at UMD. And those people are the nicest people in the world. Those guys are amazing.
Rivals players are the worst. Worse than Smash players. All they do is complain.
Maybe it's
I hate
just the UMD people.
Yeah, maybe.
I like UMD
There's
a lot.
a.
They're very nice.
I will say, I never thought I'd say this after being in Smash for a couple years. The whiniest community I've ever been in is Rivals.
Really?
It is so bad.
How
Because like
whiny?
you have people.
Like, give me an example.
Okay. So, you know how like you'll have these people that this happens in every fighting game. A lot more in plat fighters. This is more toxic. Those people that are like, oh yeah, I do so much better offline. Those people, right? There are 2 levels of brackets, 3 levels.
Mhm.
You have the amateur bracket, which is called recess. For example, and you get skill banned after you win it.
Sure.
And I won this tournament within my first couple weeks of playing. That's normal, right? Either there or a couple more. Then after that, there's something called RAS, which is a mid-level tournament.
Mhm.
And after you win that, you get skill banned, and then there's open brackets for top players, and you just go crazy, right? I got skill banned from RAS. I was not allowed to enter. And there have been people that have been playing this game since beta. And I'm talking like beta. 6 years, 7 years playing this game. And they still have not made it out of recess or even RAS yet. And they lose, and the first thing that goes to their mind is, oh, offline. You guys suck. This is not this game's fault. The most balanced plat fighter in existence right now.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind because you have seen people blast past you in just months. And you seeded time and time again, and your first reaction is, oh, dude,
Bad game.
yeah, bad game. And there's top players that just do nothing but whine and whine, and it's so unhealthy because you can't expand your game if you just sit there and complain.
Yeah, at some point you're just gonna be like, all right, at this point, you complain for like my rule is always you complain for 10 minutes, and then after that, then you just gotta work on that shit.
After a loss, you can say whatever, but
Yeah.
afterward, after like the moment, it's on you.
Yeah, my rule is literally like, all right, I get 10 minutes of just salt, and then after the 10 minutes, then you have to actually do shit.
Yeah, I guess that's why there is some people in the community that don't like me, because I do call out people a lot.
Mhm.
Because it's just, I've hit a point of like, I don't care, dude. If you want to like, say for example, there's another top player, he's actually the main TO for the game, and I beat him in bracket because he decided to ditto me, and I whooped him. It wasn't close. It was in like loser semis of a big bracket.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, I can't wait till his up air gets nerfed on a mid tier, by the way.
Oh, of course.
So people stop using it. And the first thing I said is, I don't care. Get replays. And then I went to play my losers finals then.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
It is, but that's what pisses people off. The I don't care. They just I don't know.
There's
Rivals-
something weird. There's just something weird about fighting games in general, where they expect the developers to bail them out of situations that they have to learn.
What's weird about that is like it's a lot less common in 2D fighters. Because unless it's something like Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball and Strive are the worst. I hate those.
Mhm.
But
You hated playing
your
Strive?
average fighting, I don't like Strive now. No,
Oh God, what is the world become?
balancing nightmare. It's a balancing nightmare, dude. Happy Carol's has been the best character in the game for years.
Oh wow.
Get me out. They just can't shake it, I guess. There's a couple things I could go on about in that game I don't really like anymore. But it's just, in a lot of 2D fighters, you'll find people that like their entire thing is just like, man, I want to get good at this, and they'll just do it. It's probably because a lot of them are a lot older, so they're not as whiny. Most of
Maybe.
the time, I've met Rivals players that are like 30 years old, and they're like in my ear talking about how they want to get better so badly. I'm like, bro, go take care of your kid. I don't care.
Yeah, there was a person who was like, he looked like 40 when I played against him. I was like, why are you here? It's like midnight. Aren't you supposed to be putting your kid to like bed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I mean, you can be at whatever age and play, but like it is kind of wacky whenever you just like, if you put that much investment into a hobby like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I get it for a
Realistically,
little bit, but
I don't think that I'm going to be around for like 5 more years at like max. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So like, I think it's just because like I have like other school stuff to like focus on, because no matter what, education is always going to be top priority for me. And so like, I don't know.
I don't know. For me, it's probably gonna be around for me for a long time, because my next like 10 years of my life is looking like work, a couple extra other things. I need to take care of my dad because he's gonna start getting older soon.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm gonna be doing for a while, and just like building up saving.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
So,
if you just
uh,
think about like that stuff of like how you have to work on, I'm just like, where does Smash and esports fit into that equation? You know what I mean?
yeah. For me, it's just the evening.
I mean, that's fair, I guess. But like, I don't know. For what I'm thinking of, like, if I come home and it's like a Friday night and then I already know I'm gonna watch sports on Sunday night. That gives me Friday night and Saturday night to do whatever I want. And usually the answer to that is study, because I got like hella exams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, it's already like a scheduling nightmare for me now. And so now I'm just like imagining what it's gonna be in like however long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always weird looking at it, because I will probably end up being one of those like really much older people playing the game because it's just something I love.
Mhm.
But it's just I will never understand someone that puts so much self-worth into it. So at the end of the day, it's a video game. It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, I put out a tweet. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I got another example. He's
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
top, they're a top raster player,
Mhm.
and I destroy them in bracket. Like I'm their demon.
The deluxe concert
It's never
stage.
close.
Um,
We're like I'm like 5-0 on him in sets.
Test
Anyways,
the Clown.
this guy has cried on stream after he lost to me.
He was crying on
and-
stream.
Yeah, he cried. Just raw cried.
Play Test the Clown.
And that's like, again, it just blew my mind. Because it's like, bro.
I mean, I
it's-
get.
It's
I-
just. I don't get it. Because it's like, why are you putting so much of yourself, so much of your, like, your blood, sweat, and tears into something like this? It's like, I understand to, like, put down the grind, just like, because it's something that's enjoyable.
Mhm.
But do not. I give this advice to every player that's starting out. Do not put your self-worth into a video game, because it will get destroyed.
Yeah, I get crying after a set though. Like I agree that you shouldn't put self-worth into this, because it's a competition, and like a competition has to have a loser, and you have to be okay with being that loser sometimes. But I don't know. I've cried after sets before. Like, it's not that uncommon for there was this one Yoshi player which beat me like 5 sets in a row. And then after the 5th set, I was like, I don't know. I was on fire in that set, or I was on fire like in that tournament. And then I got eliminated by him in winners and losers. And I cried after that set, because I was just like,
Well, the difference is like there's a big age gap between y'all two. Bro's like in his mid-20s.
yeah. I mean, I cried after that set because I've always felt like maybe I was just like, if I like we've said, I'm like kind of like a hidden boss, and like in that specific tournament, it was like for PR, and so I was just like, I had it, you know what I mean? So it was just like, but it was that scenario where it was like, it's the 10 minutes after the set you're allowed to like feel angry with yourself, feel like really sad, but then after that 10-20 minutes you gotta be able to let it go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of excuse like an emotional reaction after, like, right after the set, because you're competing, you just came off from a very, very like emotional high of like just competing in general, and so it's just like the natural progression to kind of maybe have an emotional reaction, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's next I guess like disappointment,
Play Test the
because I had a bracket recently. I beat a top 20 player to get into winners grands.
Mhm.
And then he came through and won 2 sets against me, and I was so sad. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro,
Play Test the Clown.
there's no way.
Just immediately lose one against you.
Yeah, they won the next 2 sets. I got blown, like blown out of the water. It was like 3-1 both, and I'm just like sitting there like, man, I need to take a break.
The game's getting to me. I gotta not anymore.
Yeah, I will say after I started Rivals, I started taking like week-long breaks, just whenever, and that has been so nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing that, but that's like less of because I want a break and more of because I have to take a break because of school. You know what I mean?
I have to force myself because otherwise I'll still get on and try and play and practice, but you just shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I have to occupy myself with something else. But
I usually
during the evening, I have like nothing going on at the time.
Yeah. Luckily, I have like hobbies to fall back on. Like I like just like looking up like sports stuff. So like if it's late at night and I'm like, all right, realistically, I have 30 minutes before I sleep. If I play Smash or any kind of video game, I'll play for like 2 hours. I'll just look up like the draft prospects or something like that, or I'll look up like
That's
somebody's
my problem, bro.
somebody's
My
cap
only other
situation or something
big
like that.
hobby is cooking. I can't do that. I do like once a day. My big meal.
You don't cook lunch?
I do. It's just half time I'm not home around the time.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Play test the clown.
I'm either working or I'm out doing something. Probably running errands.
It's the clown. Play
I've
the
been
clown.
digging a big trench recently, trying to get out some conduit, and that's been
Play test the clown.
a
That's good, though.
joy.
How's that going?
See, it would be good if what happened before it was. I'll just explain it. So
Okay.
my dad, basically during the winter it would get like 10 degrees in the house. It'd get mad cold, and we thought it was because like haha mobile home. But turns out is whenever like they put the house down, they put in the wrong wiring for the air conditioning unit.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And originally the landlord wouldn't, because we paid for a lot, but we're paying off the house, right?
Okay.
It's not rent on house. And originally they wouldn't pay for the wire, which is like $500. And eventually they paid for the wire. And what my dad told me is like, all right, I want a trench from the meter to the air conditioning unit. I was like, I'll do that. Turns out he wanted it dug in a different direction, but he didn't tell me this. So I dug out this massive trench. And I started at like 6.
Play test the clown.
And then he called me at 12.
We're gonna get all the kids in
And
the
I was like, yo, yeah, I'm almost done. And then he told me I was digging in the wrong direction.
That is brutal.
And I'm sitting here like, so I filled in the hole, went in
You
the
have to
house,
take
took a
another one?
shower. No, I just took a shower and just said, I'm doing this tomorrow, dude. I don't care. My back's killing me. So, and then, we look at it again. And he's like, all right, for sure, it goes in this direction. Straight line. I was like, all right, got it. So I preemptively dug most of my ditch. Because it's just, I don't know why I did that. I just felt like it. Because, for sure it's going to be right there. But for some reason, whenever they put in the conduit, they put it at an angle.
All the kids in the circle.
So
They put the conduit in an
once
angle?
I found, it
Oh
was
my
at like
God.
a weird angle. And so whenever I found the conduit and saw it at an angle, I was like, bro, I swear. So I had to fill in the ditch, and I got out there and then dug it properly.
Clown.
And I just had to follow it.
We're gonna get all the
That's good.
kids in the circle.
And I was so angry.
That is
So I told my dad, if
brutal.
anybody ever asked, just told them it was a morning workout.
that's funny though.
Yeah, it hurts.
That's a story of like it hurts when you're doing it, but then afterwards, it's just a funny story to tell. You know what I mean?
It'd be a funny story to tell if I still wasn't aching from it. Maybe about a week.
In a week.
Yeah, in a week it'd be funny.
Oh, the one kid.
Yeah, but I'm about to have to get down there and just rip out the conduit. But
In the circle.
you can get a good like a couple $100 out of the wire in there, so that's nice.
That's good. I remember I had to dig a ditch in my house. And it was what's it called? And basically it was something that we had to do all night. Like it took multiple nights. And for like a while we just had a hole, like a giant hole in the backyard. And everybody was like, "What's this hole? What's this just giant thing?" And we're just like, "Don't ask." And then we had to dig out conduits for what is called the light system. We had to dig under this like pile of cement, and they didn't properly like label which one was which conduit. And so we dug up like 4 different wires, all in 4 vastly different places, trying to find which wire was the one that we needed. And it took forever. It was very annoying.
That's awful.
Yeah. What can you do though?
Yeah, it just sucks.
Oh, the one kid! Oh, the one kid!
Doing lawnmower gets. I'm just a weed eater, pretty much. I'm just going around weed eating stuff. There's one lady, she's really big into gardening. I think I was working with, he was like, "Alright, it's the one time you'll have to dig this season."
This season.
Yeah. And this lady had these 2. Well, the thing is, you don't get as hot because you're spending like 15-20 minutes on your yard just going through and like. You're fast, you have to be. So otherwise you just waste time. Because you get paid like $60-$80 for doing a quick yard.
Yeah.
In like 20 minutes, which sounds nice until you factor in all the money that's going in around it.
Yeah.
But it was just she wanted these 2 massive bushes just ripped out.
Jeez.
And
okay.
Normally you just tie a chain to it and you rip it out. Right?
Yeah.
Easy, whatever. Instead, this lady had these flower beds, and she's like, "No, you can't do that." So we're just like, okay. So I sat there, like, it wasn't as hot as it's gonna be later in the season. It was like 80 degrees, and it's just down your neck, and you're just trying to rip this thing out. And then there's 2 of them. I hated it. And she came out, and she's like, "Can you guys mow my yard too?"
Mow my yard? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no. This is the guy I worked with. It's like, no, next week.
I missed it too, dang it.
He wanted out there just as much as I did.
That's funny though.
Yeah,
Again, you're just telling funny stories at this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all I have.
That's fine.
I don't know how many customer service stories I told you then.
I can tell some college stories right now if you want.
You got any crazy ones?
I can talk about I already told you about the what is it called, the cries for help, right?
No, I don't think you have.
Alright, so basically I was walking across campus trying to get to a Smash tournament. And I was on the phone with my mom at the time. And we were talking. And I got a couple emails like the night before of basically like suspected like kidnappings. Or like some like assaults and stuff like that on campus. Which I thought I was like, whatever. And so I'm like walking.
I'm a Smash player.
Yeah, nobody wants me. And then I I was just walking across campus, and all of a sudden I hear the most like loudest cry for. It was like help! Somebody please help me! And I had like a giant backpack with like my computer and iPad on my back. And my first instinct was to literally like I threw my backpack off my back, and I started running, like full on sprinting to wherever they were at the time, or wherever I thought I heard them. And I get there, and I have to walk up like a couple steps to get there. Like I have to walk up some things, and I go up right next to her, and she's still crying for help. But I see the person, so I walk up a couple steps and I get to them, and I say like, "Are you okay?" And they look at me with like the most like if you can see my screen, they're looking at me like they're confused. They don't know what's going on. And so I'm just like, "Are you okay?" I was like, I thought they maybe didn't hear me, like they couldn't speak English well. I was like, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" And they like look at me. And they look to like where they're like the front of where they're standing. They look to me again, and they look to the front of where they're standing. And I look to where they're standing, and I found out that I've run on stage during a play to ask this person if they need help.
No, Nicon.
And I'm just standing here asking this actress if she needs help. And I look to the right, and there's so many people.
Bro made a guest appearance. How do you do that?
They were crying for help. It was like an outdoor play.
Did you break the iPad?
I went to my backpack. Everything was fine.
Oh, that would be the cherry on top.
I just came up and my backpack is stolen with all my electronic shit in there.
Even better, just cracked all of it.
Nah, everything was fine.
That's
Thank
so
God.
wild.
That's my craziest story of college, and it's 100% true.
I would have jumped off stage in Minecraft if that happened.
What's funny is I still had to go to the Smash tournament because they wanted me to bring extra materials, and so I was late. And they're like, "Why are you late?" And I was like, "Well."
Told the story probably 3 different times.
Yeah, I've told it so many times.
That's so
It's
funny.
a great story, though. It's such
Yeah,
a good
it's a pretty
story.
raw story, yeah.
One kid.
I've had a lot of different ones from customer service. Because I worked at a theme park for 2 years.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've told you that, right?
You told me you worked at a theme park before.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you any stories from it.
Dang it.
Fruit punch for every.
Because a lot of people, whenever they see, some dude just like, either just, they see a kid at the window, they get the idea of like, oh, I can take advantage of this. I can get angry and get a free burger. So you intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would like come up and try and find something to get angry about until
They get whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. So they're either talking to me or some weed smoker, and both of us don't care.
Yeah, I know though. One of them is you. The other one is smoking weed. I don't think they care.
The other one
much.
is, the other one is high out of his mind, so he doesn't care. Anyways, that's basically like the set tone for a lot of stuff. And in my second year, I ran the biggest stand, which had 4 windows.
Okay.
And
Fruit punch.
you'd get all sorts of people.
Mhm.
There's
For
one time
everybody.
we just opened, so we didn't have anybody, and a priest walked up, and he was piss drunk,
Oh, jeez, that's fun.
and so he's in my window talking about how I should go to church.
And you should give him a free hamburger.
Yeah, I should go to church. I can smell the alcohol like off his clothes. It's bad.
Mhm.
And how I should go to church, get a job, and how he's just here to sit beside the pool and look at women.
Very
And-
priestly behavior.
Yeah, it is. I'm sitting here and I'm like, bro, part of what church? Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that. And then at the very end of the conversation, he's like, so when does the beer garden open? I don't know. But I think the craziest story by far, it didn't happen to me, unfortunately. Actually, fortunately, this is probably for the best.
Unfortunately, I didn't get assaulted.
This one's much worse.
Okay.
I've had people try to punch through a window, but you know, you're not punching through a service window. Good luck, buddy.
That's probably like double-sided, right?
Yeah, you're not getting through it. This happened to somebody else. They had Tourette's, so they said stuff they didn't want to, right?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and also they were a little bit on the spectrum, but you know, they're a cool person.
Hold on.
Anyway, she had been working in there for 7 years, much longer than I did.
Hold on.
And a old lady in a bikini walked out.
Uh-oh.
And
I missed 2 again.
this person with Tourette's accidentally called her a Karen.
Uh-oh.
Now, what do you think this old lady's reaction was?
Probably be a Karen.
Much, much worse. Her response was to take off her bra and her bottoms.
Oh,
And
no.
Fun.
Poop. Right there.
Ah.
Now, is somehow real.
That's...
I talk. Yeah, and
What?
yeah, I talked to some people on my break, right? That the same day. After it was also the same day as the priest.
I missed 2 again.
Fruit
And,
punch for everyone.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's not real. Yeah,
I missed 2 again.
I
Fruit
don't believe it.
punch
A lot of people on the cleanup, people that clean bathrooms quit
for everyone.
because they're like, I'm not cleaning up
Cleaning up
human
dog. The human...
feces.
Yeah.
And I saw the lady get escorted out of the park naked.
Oh, my God.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's just no way.
I bet that one
This
person
happened.
felt probably awful.
Oh, the person with Tourette's, bro, she was petrified.
Yeah. Because she's just
that
caught in
emotionally
something...
scarred her. Yeah.
That's... that I feel so bad. That's so awful.
That's not the worst thing that happened to her that season. She
Oh,
tried to ask
Jesus.
out one of the supervisors and he told her no.
Brutal.
He's a melee player, so
Oh, that's why.
yeah.
Fruit punch.
But yeah, it was I don't know. Whenever I tell other talk to a couple other people that work in like gas stations, they're like, yeah, that happens. Like, it happens. I've talked to like 3 different people. They've had to clean up somebody who
Missing
just
two.
like
For everyone.
took one in an aisle.
That's brutal. Like, that's actually, like, brutal.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
just
glad
like-
I don't work in customer service anymore.
I bet you are.
Yeah, I hated customer service.
At least you got the experience.
Oh, yeah, the experience, man. That was so nice. I hate it. God. I hate when I've had people come up and it's like some random lady and she's like, because another thing I had to do is I'm also a cashier, right? At the stand I run.
Yeah.
So I'm a cashier. I'm also having to go outside and grab these massive like 5-gallon
too.
jugs
For everyone.
and having to go in and fill them up at the sink.
Uh-huh.
While also having 4 windows open, managing everything, helping out in the back, cooking and training people. And it's 120 degrees inside.
And you're probably going to
And
pay
have a
minimum
li-
wage.
Yeah, and they're
You
not
already
paying me
feel
more for
awful.
running the stand.
You
Yeah.
already feel awful like that.
Yeah, and I've had some lady come up and she's like, "Why are you out of breath? You're young. You're not supposed to be like that. I want to shove your head in a fryer, lady. I swear to God." And then I have to be nice to everybody for 8 hours or 9 hours. And it's
I like how
just-
that's your last one. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
and also the nice.
Yeah, I have to be nice to people. Which, again, I can do.
Just not for 8 hours straight.
Yeah, I hit a point roughly in the last 2 hours where I just don't care anymore. You want a free burger, bro? Sure.
Sure.
Don't care. I've given away so many.
I think I've become so, like, so aware of how people in customer service feels. That like if there's a problem, I'm like, should I actually complain about this? Like it's very hard for me to justify a reason of like, should I go up and ask about this?
Most people don't care as long as you're calm. Like, there's people, whenever they came up to me and they had a problem, and if they're calm about it, I would overcompensate. I would give them that and more. Because there's nothing I appreciated more than somebody coming up and just being chill. And just asking for whatever. You come up angry, I'm gonna screw you over.
That's good though.
Yeah. I always made sure to tell those people I appreciate that, because I want to make sure they do it for others. Because man, it's so nice, it's so refreshing.
So nice to just get normal human people.
Yeah. I had a lot more respect for people's average intelligence until I worked in customer service, and I wish that was a joke.
Yeah, I figure average intelligence isn't like the best in the world.
No, they'd come up, and again, I'm doing all this plus, all your customer service etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd come up, and they'd look at the menu, and be like, "Do you have a hot dog?" "Ma'am, does they serve a hot dog on the menu?" "No, but can I have one?" "Do you hear yourself? I can't snap into existence a hot dog."
Oh, let's go.
Fruit punch for.
And then they get mad at me.
Let's go.
It just... I had that exact situation happen. They called me a sexist scum.
Sexist scum for not giving you something that wasn't on the menu.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
And
Fruit punch.
they called up my supervisor, and my supervisor, she was so cool. She laughed at them. They kicked them out of the park.
This person is sexist and shouldn't be here. All right, leave, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I do not care. Basically, he was like, "Oh, your hot dog, bro."
You can get a hot dog at the Nathan's across the street from this park that you're no longer allowed.
There's only 2 times where I lashed out,
Fruit punch
and
for
one of
everyone.
them was it was at the same stand. I ran it for most of the year,
Playtest the clown.
and
We're gonna get all the kids
this
in the
well, I guess
circle.
3. But this lady came up with a kid and asked for an
Oh,
extra
the one
large.
kid.
We don't have extra large drinks. It doesn't say that on the menu. We have large drinks. So I told her that.
Who's
we
the
have large
person?
drinks,
Who's the person to be like, hey, can I get an extra large drink?
What's funny is that long before she came up to the window, I called out her order. Is it going to be a double cheeseburger?
It was a double cheeseburger.
Yeah, it was a double cheeseburger. Anyways, so she came up, she ordered her stuff, and I had little trays out of condiments of whatever, because otherwise it'd be a big pain, and all you have to do is hand me it and I'll fill it up, and it's good for another hour.
Yeah.
Anyway, she said, "Can I catch up with that?" And it's like, "Yeah, can you hand me that tray and I'll fill it up for you." And she got so mad at me. She was like, "Well, if you could just do your job." Again, saying this to me,
Saying
the guy
that
that's
you're
running the
saying,
stand.
hey, if you do your job while you were literally doing your job.
A lot more than I should.
Yeah.
And she started like yelling at me and all that. And at the end, she asked if she could have ketchup. And
Hey,
there's, I just,
hey person I just yelled at, can I have more things?
yeah, it's like, I told her there's ketchup across the park and I'm not getting it for her. And I've never seen like a look of just shock like that. Because it's like, you're telling me a minimum wage employee just talked back to me and didn't give me what I want? It's wild.
Kid. That's funny.
I think that pissed me off more though, that she was shocked.
I
'Cause
think
that's something you get fired for in like some other spots.
yeah. I think I would just be like too scared to actually say that to ever do that.
You warm up to it after you work around people enough.
I can tell a work story of mine if you want.
Yeah,
It's not
I'd
as
love
it's not as crazy as like whatever the
Nothing's more crazy in customer service.
I
Ew. Go ahead.
so I work as a dental assistant sometimes, and
Ooh.
the surgeon I work for brought a patient in. The patient sat down, and this is when I was like shadowing before I ever like applied for a job there. And they brought me in to like view the surgery, obviously, to make sure I knew like what was happening. And the patient looks at me and points at me. Actually, wait, no, it starts with like the surgeon, while he's doing the surgery, they'll just talk about some stuff just to talk about it because it's like silent. They want to just talk. And so they point out to me, they're like, oh, your SAT scores are like really high or whatever. And the patient gets out of anesthesia, or like the patient like gets all the tools out of her mouth, and she goes, you know, the surgeon has a daughter that looks just like, that is, you know, just your age. You and her would make really smart babies. I went, what the hell? Right in front of the surgeon's face. And so now, as somebody who works for the surgeon, being told that you and the surgeon's daughter would make really smart babies, what do I say? And the surgeon's looking at me like that. And I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? And so I went,
That's whenever you like fist bump in the hand, you're like, finally.
Yeah.
I've been hooked up.
But
That's
the surgeon,
really funny.
the surgeon was really nice. He was just like, oh, ha ha ha, like whatever. He played it off. He brought me out of the room. He closed the door. She went, that girl's fucking crazy. He went, that bitch is fucking crazy. He literally, word for word, he went, that bitch is fucking crazy.
Bro thought, yeah, it's my daughter. She's great.
That bitch is fucking crazy. Get back to work.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh boy, that's really good.
That was probably. I have some more stories, but I don't remember. Hold up. Let me look at my note sheets.
That reminds me of all the times I think I'm like starting to realize how often I get hit on out in public. I've had a lot of people who give me back tickets with like their number on it.
What are Beck tickets?
What is it?
What they give you? What tickets?
Like tickets back. Like
Oh,
normally
they give you
like,
back
let's say-
tickets. I thought you said Beck tickets.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck are Beck
Oh, my
tickets?
you're supposed to
Dang
keep
it.
the ticket, but if they come and hand it back, it's usually because they're written down something on it.
Oh.
And I've had a
Dang it.
lot of them. Like they hand me back, you know, just their number or whatever,
Mhm.
and I'll just throw it away because I don't care.
Yeah.
And I've had one where they did this twice, and I didn't know. Because again, you meet hundreds, if not thousands, of people a day.
Yeah, you just don't recognize them at that point.
Yeah. And this happened twice apparently,
Dang it.
and I threw both of them away.
Dang
And
it.
she came up apparently about a week later, and it was
Oh
like,
no.
"Are you ever gonna call
Dang
me?" And I go, "Who?" Because I'm like, it's towards the end of the day, and my brain was not functioning.
Was the worst
Back-
than possible thing you could have said at that point.
Yeah, who? And she looked at me, and like, I don't know how to describe the expression, except like it was on the verge
Heartbreak.
of like,
Heartbreak.
yeah,
That's how you describe it.
because I just like broke some random girl's heart, and I didn't know. And she walked off. That was the last I ever saw her.
I'm
Because she didn't come
sure.
up to my window
Yeah,
after
I'm
that.
sure.
Yeah, she went up to the other guy's window and said,
If I hit on somebody and then I said, "Hey, are you gonna call me back?" and they went, "Who are you?" I would die that day.
I've turned down people. I've never done it that badly. Who? If I wouldn't do anything any different though, because looking back on it, it's really funny.
Punch for every
Yeah, it's a little funny.
Yeah, who?
for everybody.
It was like an hour left. it wasn't functioning at that point.
I kind of get that though. I'll be honest. I'm making fun of you a lot. I get it for her. I get it 100%.
Oh no, you can make fun of me all
Right.
you want, but
it's. I definitely have made have unknowingly crushed hearts for sure. Like it's a problem.
Most of the time I'm very like adamant about noticing it because again it happens to me more often than it probably should.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I was one of the few times where I did it without
For everyone.
noticing. And what's funny
Punch
is
for
I worked with a
everyone.
girl from she was from Colombia, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Bro, you just threw your shot out the window. You just turned that poor girl down." I was like, what?
At that point, you're
Who?
like, who?
Yeah, who?
See, I know what your mind. I know your mindset now.
Yeah, I don't exist, bro. I'm a dinosaur, bro. That's why I didn't go to college.
I missed 2 again.
But I think there's a Saturday I worked. And this is the 2 other times I ever said something mean to a customer. And it was at the beginning of the day, which is not normal. But they introduced something, and I was in a different stand because this was towards the end of the season.
Okay.
And on Saturdays, you have hundreds of people at every stand, no matter what. There's some stands where you only get a couple people all day.
Mhm.
But on Saturdays, you get hundreds or thousands. Anyways, this place is jam-packed. We have 1 fryer working. So
Yeah.
it's slow
Okay. I
on a
get that.
Christmas day.
I get that part when you're already
Yeah.
pissed. Like nothing's working. There's only one thing. Yeah.
But there's that. There's just me and one other guy. I'm good friends with this other guy, so it's always pretty cool. They decided to introduce something called Magic Bucks.
Uh-oh.
And what this was is it's a $1 scan-only coupon that you can buy online.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think it's to afford tax to buy them. So people would buy hundreds of them. And they pull up, order $50 worth of food, and they barely told us anything about this. They told us, they sent text messages out that morning. It was like, yeah, you gotta scan these. And I thought it was gonna be niche. Instead, the first couple customers ordered $50 worth of stuff, and I had to scan every single one.
I keep missing
And the
two.
supervisor walked in and was like, "Hey, Luke, how's it going? You know, what's going on?"
Missing
Punch
two.
I
for
was so pissed off.
Missing
I
two.
told them and all the customers in line, "You're paying with cash or card. I'm not scanning them. I do not care. This line is going away."
And you weren't fired that day.
No, I wasn't. I'm one of their best workers. They can't fire me. The only thing they told me is I had to be nicer. I was nicer after half of them left. And then later that same day, because they actually ditched the way they did it, they basically had us. They threw it all in HR. Those poor people.
Mhm.
And they only had us scan one and then staple the rest of them together, which was nice. But again, they figured that out midday instead of telling us to us that morning.
Yeah,
So,
no shit.
Screw over my morning. Anyways, it's
A
4
new
o'clock.
system.
I get off. Yeah,
A new system was released.
System they didn't think about.
They released one literally midnight. They didn't think too much about. They didn't tell their workers about. I don't blame you for being pissed.
Yeah. Anyways, later that day, this is
Punch for everyone.
2 hours before I get off,
Mhm.
and it's 4 o'clock, and we only had chicken tenders and fries, and corn dogs on the menu. That's all there was. And we also had nacho machines for the fries. And of course, on the side of it is going to show nachos. And this is the first time and last time this happened to me. Some old dude came up and was like, "I want some nachos." I told him, "Sir, we don't have nachos." And he said, "Yes, you do. It's on the cheese machine." "Sir, the cheese machine for our fries." we can't do that. We don't have nachos. This went on for
For
like
everyone.
a couple minutes. And again, I don't care.
Mhm.
This guy starts accusing me of hiding the nachos.
You're trying to hide them from me and only me. Because you're trying to keep
and-
these shitty theme park nachos to yourself.
Yeah, what's funny about the nachos, they come out of the bag stale. So you don't even want them. And he just argued with me until eventually I just lost it. I was like, all right, you old fart. I don't care that we don't have nachos. If you want to order something on that menu, then order it. If not, get out. And again, I got that same look of roasted something back to me. My supervisor came by later that day because I saw it on the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you handle that a lot better than most would. So
You handled that. I thought you were gonna say you handled that a lot better than you usually do.
again, that was the third and last time, I got angry with a customer because I worked for 2 years. That was fine,
Mm-hmm.
but, bro. That Saturday was my breaking point. Eventually, I left, and turns out one supervisor was a predator. So I'm glad I left when I did. 'Cause they started firing people that knew about it.
Oh, well, that's good. How did you figure out
Yeah.
about it? Like one of your friends texted you, like, "Hey, look what I found."
Yeah. One of the old supervisors that also left because
go.
a lot of people
Lunch
found
for
out and
everyone.
they started leaving. And
Hmm.
then HR found the people that still knew and then fired them so it wouldn't word wouldn't spread.
Okay.
Instead of firing the predator, which is wonderful.
let's go. That's
I love me some
business
good old
management.
company. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it was really messed up, but I mean, it's how cookie crumbles, I guess. What are you gonna do about
I don't know, not be a shitty company.
it? Yeah, good luck with that.
That's true.
It's a theme park.
Fruit punch.
Of course they're gonna go.
Oh, let's go.
Fruit punch for everyone.
I mean, they put me in a position you're supposed to pay more for, and then didn't pay me for it.
Mm. Yeah.
Eventually, I just told them. Well, I had two different things that happened. Eventually, I told them I'm choosing the people that go into my stand
Mhm.
because I'm not getting some dude that wants to smoke weed.
We're gonna
the
get
entire
all the
day.
kids.
You can come in high,
Mhm.
but you're not gonna do it midway.
Dude, okay. This is something that gets on my nerves. I wouldn't have a problem with it if it didn't smell like absolute shit.
It is so bad.
It is the worst smelling thing in the damn world.
Yeah. Because it just knocks you over. It's just a blast.
Yeah. There's only been one person there's only been one time I've ever physically played worse because of a smell, because somebody smelled bad, and that was when I played CD at Xanadu because he smoked so much damn weed that I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Actually, that reminds me of a guy. This guy,
A guy.
he is the most interesting character I've ever met.
Okay.
Which is saying a lot.
Like, that's the clown.
So
We're gonna get
he
all the
ran
kids.
he didn't
in
run
the
the stand,
circle.
but he acted like he did. So
He acted
whenever
like,
new
wait,
people
hold on.
came,
He acted like he what?
he ran the stand before they put me in charge of it.
Okay. We're gonna get all the kids
Originally, they didn't really have
in
any,
the
but it was
circle.
also started the season.
Oh, the one
And
kid.
yeah, it's the second year. So where all my
Minus
crazy
two,
stuff
dang it.
But he acted like he was a big ego guy, right? And
Mhm.
it wasn't even it wasn't a for fun one. It was just raw.
Yeah.
And so whenever new people would come in, he'd tell them that he's a supervisor in training, which is
Okay.
something that gets put on your badge. which he didn't have, but
So he
conveniently hide.
told people that he was something that he literally could see in like 2 seconds that he wasn't.
Yeah. Another thing, we weren't allowed to have phones, but it was basically a fake rule. Because as
So was
long
it-
as
it
you
was-
don't have customers and the
Mhm.
place is clean, who cares?
Yeah, that's kind of how it is with my dop. They're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, make sure you don't have your phone out. But like literally, like, there's like nothing else to do. You just pull your phone out. Nobody cares.
Yeah. But for example, if supervisors just walk in, people are just chilling on their phones because it's like 10 minutes from closing. Who cares?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "All right, everybody, put up your phones," trying to make a big deal out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd power trip on people. He'd kick people out of the stand and just power trip.
That sucks.
And yeah. Anyways, he
Fruit punch for everyone.
he was also really weird with kids. Like, he was weird to
I
me,
missed 2 again.
Fruit punch.
which whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he also wore an eye patch for a little bit because he grease popped in his eye.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he'd quote unquote get hurt a lot
keep
and just
missing
take
two.
off like a
Everyone.
week just randomly.
Mhm.
Or like say that his house got burnt down in whatever area, and then you check the news or you check like the area and things
Thing
weren't
two.
down. So he lies a lot.
Yeah.
Turns out this guy, after power tripping, having
I
the
keep
biggest
missing
ego,
two.
and all that,
Everyone.
you think he'd be like an Andrew Tate type of person, right? That'd
Missing
just
Fruit
two.
punch for every.
my
everyone.
woman.
Yeah.
Turns out his wife has a girlfriend that sleeps together consistently that he knows about and just is okay with. And it's to a point where he walks in and them two are like doing their thing in bed and he has to try and like scoot in so he can watch TV. And learning that in contrast with everything else you know about the guy
So
is so funny.
so is he intimate with the other girl, or is it just?
No, it's just his wife's girlfriend. That's what he calls it. And normally this is something
wait,
I
hold
could
on.
care less about.
Does he mean like wife's girlfriend? Is it because a lot of times
Genuine.
when girls say
100%.
girlfriend, like it's not their actual girlfriend.
No, it's the actual. She consistently just has sex with that person and only that person,
Huh.
and I guess him every now and then. I don't know, whatever. Normally this is something I don't care about, but this is such a funny contrast of people. You're I don't know if I can say that on Twitch. It starts with a C. Am I allowed to say that?
Okay, let's just say no.
Yeah, probably. You're that,
Uh-huh.
and then you're massive ego Andy as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Oh, I know what the word you were trying to say. No, you cannot say that.
all these hot tub streams, bro. But I don't know. I just can't
missed
find words to
Bunch for
describe the
everybody.
contrast. It's so bizarre,
Oh, let's go.
Fruit
but I love it. It's so funny.
punch for everyone.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. That's pretty good.
Yeah. The more and more I think about it, it's just weird. And what's even better is that somebody like beat him up really badly because he tried to hit on his girlfriend, and bro just wiped the daylights out of him.
I probably saw it on Twitter at some point.
I wish. I would love. I would watch that daily if I could. I hate that guy.
What am I trying to do? I'm trying to export. What is this? 2:30? Oh my god, it's 2:30 a.m. Jesus.
Oh baby.
Oh my god, this guy is stay. All right.
That's me.
That's me. Mini game. 3:19:23. Mini game export. Perfect.
Did you put Subway Surfers in it?
I did not put Subway Surfers in it, but I put the fruit punch for everyone.
I'll take it.
Oh wait. This video is gonna take a while because I have it in seconds and not I have it in frames, not seconds. So I don't even know how long it is. If it's more than a minute long, I can't upload it.
Oh no. Nicon.
All right, let's see how long it is. YouTube videos to be exported clown minigame. 34 seconds. All right, let's go.
You're saved.
All right. God. Too scared. So scared. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll schedule a 5th, which is this clown one. And then the problem still stands, but good thing is I have a week to fix it.
Yeah. And what you could do with the stream is just take like random stories and put Subway Surfers and then the name. Just
I'm
have the
streaming
story
right now. I might
play.
just upload the what's it called, the stage story.
Yeah. Honestly. If you want to put down any of mine, go ahead. I don't care.
Sick.
Well, see, the other thing, customer service, I guess, annoyed me was people that were overly concerned about. Because you have people that don't care about you and just want to get angry. And then you have people that hear the stories of what happened to people that work in customer service and they're too nice.
Yeah.
So they're just like staring at the ketchup, and I'm like, "You want ketchup? Yeah. Why didn't you ask for ketchup? I don't want to
wanna
bother you.
Yeah.
It's literally my job. Just ask for ketchup, bro. I don't care. Unless you're gonna get pissy about it, do whatever."
That's fair.
If you smash your head through a window, that's great. I get to go home early.
That's funny. That's wait. Then you have to fill out the paperwork.
No, I don't. This company does.
Yeah.
I got a camera for it. I'm not filling out anything.
I would have to fill out paperwork if that happened.
The thing is, the company is so unprofessional, they probably wouldn't make me do that.
Oh, I got another patient story that I just remembered.
Popped into memory.
Well, I also was looking at the story list.
Not the story list. What you got?
It's like literally like 50, it's like 50 sentences, but essentially, this is like a few days after the other patient's story. But essentially, I'm moving to this one so I can actually like frame this right if I were to upload this. But I was working with this. I was working on this patient, and she's like my age. She's like 18, 19 years old. And we put her under anesthesia. And when you're under anesthesia, they have to ask you, they're like, are you asleep? Because if they say no, or if they respond to you in any feasible way, obviously you can't operate on them. You know what I mean?
That's the fun part, bro. What do you mean?
You just start digging in, yeah. So we're asking her, we're like, are you okay? Are you okay? We're asking, like, are you asleep? Are you asleep? And then she looks up and she sees me. My job during surgeries is to hold head. And essentially what holding head is like when you're under anesthesia, you cannot like obviously swallow if any like liquid comes into your mouth. So if you're like laying down flat, your head, you are at possible risk of like choking to death. So my job is to hold your head straight up so you don't choke to death. Or not hold your head straight up. Oh my god, sorry. Don't do that. You hold your head flat so they can't swallow. The very opposite of what you're supposed to do.
You're really good at this.
I love I'm great at my job. So you're supposed to hold your head flat so they can't swallow. Anyways, just cut it. So she's like looking straight up at me, and she's just like, "You're hot. If I didn't have a boyfriend, I'd go after you." I was like, all right, she's definitely asleep, because there's no fucking way.
Yeah, but those are the ones you stay away from.
Yeah. And then she was just like, and then like right after we were finished with the surgery, I left to like do the cleanup part. And then another assistant came in, and they were like, when you left, they were like, oh my god, I need like some alcohol. Don't tell my mom. Because they were like 18, and so they can't drink alcohol. And they're like, oh my god, you have some alcohol?
Yeah, those are the ones you stay away from, bro. They're about to get in the alcohol cabinet.
Oh,
Get up
yeah.
here in their banjos.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, it's very easy, because especially, whenever I was working in customer service, people, just drop off the number or whatever. It's like, there's a telltale sign of whether or not, I think the telltale sign is you're dropping off your number, I'm definitely not going to be interested, because it's like, if you're going to chase after me, bro, you're going to chase after anybody.
Maybe you should put yourself worse than this game, so it's hard.
Bro, my fakie goes enough, I'm going to keep to it.
That's funny.
But, yeah, it's just...
Do you ever see a scenario where a girl asks your number and you actually like go through with it?
No, I never have. Not yet. It's like...
No, obviously you haven't yet. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, in the future, do you ever see, like, if someone were to do it and you were to say yes, how would they have to do it?
I would have to see... whenever, like, somebody comes up and, like, you can tell it's, like, a genuine thing they want, right? Instead of just, oh, man, bro, I'm gonna get this dude for a week, go crazy in bed, and then go ask for another guy's, number, right?
Yeah.
It's like, there's a look of just walking up and just doing casually and then doing it genuinely. And the majority of the people that do it don't do it genuinely.
So you would have to see in that person, I think that they're genuine with this.
Yeah. And then I'd give it a shot. But other than that, nah. Get me out.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise you get the person like you got, oh, you're hot. Give me some alcohol.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. People are weird. And what's funny is I've had a lot of dudes ask too. Which is...
I've had more dudes than guys too.
Yeah. I'm like, I think I'm running even.
I've definitely had more dudes, but I think recently I think girls might edge out by the end of the year. If what happened in lecture happens more often, I think it would, because I think I have 7 guys and 3 girls ask me out.
Oh, bro, you gotta.
I gotta wait to catch up. Well, because they don't do it often. That's why I keep count.
Yeah. This is. I could do that in middle school, bro. I don't know what happened after high school.
Yeah.
The hair grew out, I guess. But
you became hot because you had more hair. You had more hair than the girl asking you out. That's why you became.
I think it's the SpongeBob pajama pants,
Maybe.
Dude, I that's something that blew me away one time. Somebody asked me, and I was in SpongeBob pajama pants. And bro, what do you see?
What's the possible upside to this?
It is SpongeBob pajama pants. And I'm buying like a gallon of milk.
To be fair.
Are you good?
To be fair, that milk does show diet. Or that they just love a lot of cereal, I guess.
What to do, bro? I've had the same like. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my camera. I've said the same like build and frame for years.
I know your build and frame. I've watched your stream before.
Yeah, bro. I don't care. I have to show off my wonderful building frame.
What's it called? Do you eat your cereal with milk?
I don't eat cereal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you can't. No.
Yeah.
I forgot. Literally, you
Yeah, so,
told
like,
me
this-
earlier, and I forgot. You told me earlier in the stream, and I forgot.
Yeah, it's good. Like this outfit of like pajama pants and just a hoodie
Let me see.
everywhere I go.
Oh, there it is. Hey.
Yeah. Just like
Look at
pajama
that.
pants and a hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere I go.
It's just, you know, they can't stop. That's what
I
That's
will
what it is.
say, dudes are a lot better at getting turned down. They're used to it, guys. Like,
They're probably used to
they
it.
pull up. Yeah, they just pull up and they are so chill. I'm so tempted just to like, yo, can I just like hang out with you instead? Like, so cool.
Do you want to like, I don't know, it's just like when they ask you out instead of like, you're like, do you want to just go as friends? Because you seem cool.
Yeah, bro. What the Smash tournament?
But think about it if you were to ask a girl that, and the girl was like, no, let's just be friends. Like, that would hurt.
This is why I don't. I just wait for people to come to me.
Yeah, but you ignore them.
Who?
That's funny.
Yeah. The Who's still the best one.
Mm.
Man. See, it's always weird because, like, I look perpetually high, which is a weird thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, I like my eyes like half open. So I'm
Yeah.
walking around. I look like this, and I'm going, yeah. I
Sick.
sound like I'm black. Yeah.
Dude, I do that too. I walk around, I go, I am sick, and they're like, you high? I'm like, no, I've never been high.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't do any of it. And I've had times, like, even my own family, they're like, bro, you good? I'm just chilling.
There was like multiple rumors going around me at high school saying that like I did multiple drugs, and I was like high every day, and I just did. I think one of them wasn't meth, but I know one of them was like Molly. It started with an M or something like that. They're like, and my brother believed it. We were like in a car ride one day, and he was like, "Hey, I just want to check. In high school, you were this, right?" I was like, "No." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "One, I barely leave the house. Where do you think I would have the time to go to somebody and be like, hey, let me get some of that?" But
So like good stuff.
yeah. And I was just like, second, I just don't.
It was really funny 'cause after I got my car, everyone I talked to was like, "Oh yeah, bro, you get to be a teenager now. You're gonna go do whatever." I haven't changed at all, bro. The max I do is go to the store and like run a couple errands. I just chill.
I feel like the most
I
that's
just-
changed about me is like literally like how I see myself. It's not like anything I do. Like I still have
Yeah,
like
same here.
fairly similar likes. I still behave fairly similar. Like I just feel this. I look and act the same, but like how I see myself has changed.
I don't know. I've just mellowed out a lot more. That's basically all about
Just
it.
become apathetic.
I care less and less every day. The world could blow up tomorrow, bro. As long as I get to, I don't know, cook some Chinese food, I don't care.
That sounds sick though.
Yeah. Actually, that's a bad habit I have, is cooking during crisis.
You don't binge eat, you binge cook.
Yeah, basically. Weird habit. This isn't like out of stress, it just kind of happens.
Mhm.
So, to give you an idea, there was a house that was burnt down a couple doors away. And to give you an idea, afterwards I called the thing the marshmallow, because it looked like one. Like a burnt
Okay.
one you get like on stick.
Yeah.
Anyways, it burned down.
First of all,
and
what a sympathetic way to start the story. Yeah, this huge house burnt down. By the way, I call it the marshmallow because burnt to shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, they deserved it, bro. You threw out your cigarette, you didn't put it out. What's the matter with you? stupid. I don't care. But so what happened was like my family came running in, and I had made shrimp jambalaya, and my family was coming running in, and they're all like panicking and all that. And I'm sitting at the kitchen table with my shrimp jambalaya, just eating. And they're like, Luke, are you not gonna like go anywhere? And I said, it's not reaching me. I don't care.
The only thing
I'm
that's
eating my shrimp jambalaya.
The only thing that's reaching me is this shrimp jambalaya.
Yeah. And then later, a couple weeks ago, there's a tornado warning, and like sirens are going off and all that. And I was making homemade hot sauce, and my sister is crying in the living room, like, "Oh my God, we're gonna die!" And my dad's watching the news, and I'm sitting there with a blender, just like blending 10 habanero peppers.
Oh man, that looks like our house. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the next day, there's another tornado warning, and I'm making tacos to go with my, my homemade hot sauce.
To be fair, that
All siren.
those tacos must have
Yeah.
tasted great.
They're fire. Yeah, it's a bad habit, but it's really funny, you know. It's just, it makes good stories until I eventually just like die for it. My own hubris.
You're gonna get like mugged, and you're gonna be like, wait, give me a second.
I'm gonna make some fire hot sauce.
There was this one. No, go ahead.
No, go. I didn't really have anything. I'm out of material.
I was just gonna talk about my family acts very differently in like tornado warnings, and like I'm always like the safe one of being like, all right, let's get to this place, and then we can figure out like where everything's going and like what to do. But like my parents are just like, our TV is kind of surrounded by glass essentially, because there's like TV then window. And so, first of all, horrible placement for TV. Glare is awful.
I can imagine.
But they would sit down and like literally sit on the couch and just watch the TV while the tornado is like literally like right there and there's glass. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was just like, get downstairs, get in like a door frame, get in like anything. And they're just like, man, this tornado's real close. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. It was at a point where it's like it was probably gonna form like a couple miles away.
Mhm.
Like most likely. Like yeah, I'm sitting there making my hot sauce. It's just I don't know. I don't know if I want to break the habit or not, because if I actually managed living, it would be very funny.
It's a good thing to write on like your eulogy of like, I remember him, you know, during the zombie apocalypse. He may not have been very much help, but you know, damn, he kept us fed.
Bro, that food was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that to be my legacy, you know.
Amazing
too
food,
soon.
but at the worst times.
His food was even better during a crisis.
Yeah. To be fair, if you like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good skill to have. Like, if your children are really scared, be like, all right, just calm them down, and then just give them some homemade food.
Yeah, bro. Is your house burning down? Are you burning alive? Try my shrimp jambalaya. Stuff is
Do you
crazy.
cook? So, with this cooking, do you cook specific meals at like specific times? So, like, if it's a fire, it's always shrimp jambalaya. If it's a tornado, it's always hot sauce. If it's
No, unfortunately, like, so the way I do my meal prep is like half time I'll just like find like something I want to make,
Mhm.
and I'll just schedule out on a random day in the week whenever I feel like it. And so far it's just been that sort of stuff. I think next time there's gonna be a crisis. I'm gonna like
you're planning it out now.
yeah. I think I'm gonna.
Don't worry, it's
Makes
America.
sense.
There'll be a crisis tomorrow with the school shooting.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I don't really live near to any.
Mm.
Actually, never mind. I live pretty near to one.
There's one right there.
Yeah, I can pull up and give out like free tacos.
Well, he's in the building. They'll be hiding in the cafeteria, and you're just gonna be like, you know what, kids, I know you're really scared. I got you this tacos.
bro. My homemade hot sauce.
Homemade hot sauce. It's the same color as what's ever on the floor.
Oh no, it's actually orange. I guess that works. Oh, he's in the other teacher's room. My tacos.
You know, the shooter isn't them when they're hungry. Let me go give them some.
Yo, those 59 ammo packs, I will trade you for my shrimp jambalaya.
And the guy's like, well, I found a way that I can have both.
My hubris gets me once again.
It's 3 a.m. I'm not being very sensory of like what I'm joking about anymore.
Yeah, it's how it is. Oh boy. Yeah. I think next time I want to make some Mexican food.
That sounds cool. Any specific one in general, or just in general?
No. There's a Mexican family I know. Our families are pretty close. I'm gonna go over to their place soon and teach them how to make some Chinese food. And
Ooh,
they're gonna come over to my place and teach me how to make some Mexican food.
that sounds good.
So,
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that. And
All
I'm
the
really
people
looking forward
around-
to it.
All the people living around me are the same race, so
Yeah.
they segregated us. So they.
Here in Arkansas, since I live about an hour away from the capital,
Mhm.
so we have anyone you can imagine. There's a lot of like different cultures, which is nice because we get to cook.
Yeah.
Because I hate American culture food. It's so garbage. It's just
What is even
Throw some
American
grease on it.
culture food? Just grease and more
stealing
grease?
other cultures.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, stealing other cultures of food, calling it our own, and then charging double for it
It's
after
the
frying
American
it,
way.
of course. Yeah.
Hey Xavier, thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
Just want to say,
Yeah,
no one told
it's
you to
a-
keep following your dreams. You got some big things coming up for you. Proud of you. You are good enough. Thank you so much, Xavier. That's very nice. Thank you so much. I hope you follow your dreams too.
I'm gonna be a devil on your shoulder, bro. You both suck. You had nothing to serve. Zero purpose. You should uninstall Discord and I lost. Bro, I had a good idea.
You
But, like,
had better
follow.
Discord sitting right there, but you just dropped it right at the end, dude. What happened?
My shrimp jambalaya.
It was a crisis in your head, so you just started
Yeah.
cooking up a recipe. Is what you just started doing.
Yeah, I couldn't handle it anymore.
That's funny.
God. Yeah, I can't wait to start getting to making some Mexican food, bro. They make some fire stuff.
Sounds cool. The only I've cooked. There's this shrimp scampi that I really like cooking. I love shrimp scampi. I make a mean, like there's a sort of like chicken, but it's I can't describe a way that of how I actually cook it. Like I kind of like put it on this. I don't know the technical terms. I just kind of put it on the stove and add like various different like spices and breadcrumbs, and it tastes really good.
That works. Whatever it takes, I guess.
And then I've cooked honey crested salmon, and then
Sounds good.
just microwave pizza, which is just right there on the list. It goes
On your top
shrimp
achievements.
scampi, shrimp scampi, honey crusted salmon, microwave pizza.
It's like those people you see on like I guess like top 50, you know, like 17th, 17th, and then
Mhm.
like 125th.
Yeah,
That's you.
that's funny.
Man. See, that's what I need to be. I need to be the devil on people's shoulder more. I just like I get in their ear, you know. Like if I met you in bracket, I'd mess you up, and you know it.
See, I like to think that. Like, I don't think I've ever. I like to be nice because just being nice and having fun just makes me feel better, which just makes me play better. But if somebody, what is it called? If somebody just talks trash about me, like this one day, on commentary, I was about to face this guy, and this guy was like, "Oh, I'm facing Nicon. That's an easy 3-0," and I was just like, "All right."
Oh.
And so I cooked up an entire 14-page document on how to beat him. I can
not
show
bad,
you.
yeah.
It's 14 pages, and I 3-0'd him the next time I played him. I threw that right back in his face.
I've
What's up,
definitely
Silent?
done that.
Why are you upset?
But why are you getting all the people in here? They're like, what's going on?
Right at 3 a.m. It's like the witching hour.
The wishing hour. Yeah, it's so funny. For me, I would get into people's heads in a lot of like wacky ways. Like I'd see that they're having a conversation, and I'd get up behind them with somebody else and talk about how good I am. Just like, cause it's gonna piss off the other guy, right? Like, you're like, oh yeah, I have to beat him now. Then you get up on stage and you whoop him, and it makes him feel even worse.
That's kind of funny. That's actually kind of funny.
I'm not. Yeah, I would never do villainous things to people.
I think it's to the point at UMD that people are like literally asking people to come in and be villainous and be mean because so many people are just like, it's a college. Nobody gives a fuck about like putting up personas or anything like that. Just be
Yeah.
nice. And so somebody tried to get an out-of-state person to come in and just be like complete assholes to everybody, which I think is funny.
Yeah.
I stayed up
Oh,
all day
I think-
yesterday to look to fix my sleep schedule. Fell asleep at 7, woke up at 11. That is brutal.
It's a massive L.
Hey, you won a first local, which means net win. So just do that every single time. Just stay up 24 hours, win a local, and only get 4 hours of sleep.
Sounds like my work schedule.
Oh wait, I have to go
Yeah.
into work tomorrow. Wait, is it?
I
Hold
gotta
up.
wake up early too.
Wait, hold up. What day is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Oh, thank God. Let's go. No work tomorrow. At least me staying. I hate staying up at night. No one's up and there's nothing to do. Hey, I'm
Just
here.
talk to Nicon about all your deepest, darkest thoughts, and then he's gonna go to sleep and forget about it.
Yeah, literally. I'm just like your therapist. I'll just take it. I'll give you advice. I'll go to sleep. Won't remember anything the next day.
And I always give the best advice for the usual. I don't know. I think having it's my favorite part about competing is getting to have a persona, but just being the worst guy imaginable, and it's so much fun.
Mm. I can send you the stream if you want. Send the stream over. I'll watch it for a bit.
It's like Nicon knows, like I'm just here most of the time. I'm just here to chill.
Yeah.
But when it
It's-
comes down to competing, it is so
the
much
most
fun to be a villain.
toxic piece of in the world.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Sure,
Ah,
Silent, hop on
talking.
PC.
Yeah. Talking so much garbage, and then like just watching the reaction.
Mhm.
'Cause people are gonna always cheer against you. And it feels so good whenever you. And the viewership gets bigger because everybody wants to see you lose, and then destroy their hero anyway,
Mhm.
and then you make fun of them more.
Silent, why you
Oh.
leaving my surfer, dude? Why
You
Silent?
bailing out on Nicon, bro?
Silent literally
Oh.
left the server. He left the server. Brutal. All right,
Nope,
just
I
just
bailed on
exclamation
Nicon, bro.
Discord. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could keep up Persona for long. If I really tried to, I don't think I could. I think I
thing
get to.
is
I think
like-
I think it hurt me to be mean for just no reason.
For me, it's like I think during COVID, after like doing it for a minute just for laughs, eventually just kind of eased into it, and now it's just what I do,
It's just
and then I pop into a Nicon stream and just kind of chill out.
it's fun. Hey, listen. After like a month of not doing anything, you just pop into one stream and you're good. You'll attend more of my stream than once, so
It's just
you'll watch my streams more than he actually talks to me, so you'll be fine. I think he's streaming right now. I hope he's streaming right now. He's not. Bitch. Right after saying I didn't want to be too mean.
There we go. You're slowly becoming the toxic one. Eventually, you'll be talking garbage to your random round one opponent just because they decided to exist in the same plane of existence.
It's just because his excuse for not talking is just I get so many DMs, I just can't respond to them all at once. It's like, alright, that's
Wait,
fine,
who is
but
it?
just One's King.
Not familiar with that name.
Yeah, he's in the server. It's just WUNZ. But his reasoning is like, oh, I get too many DMs. I can't see your things all the time. I was like, that's fine. But at least
Struggling from success.
yeah, that's fine. I was like, that's fine. But at least check up on me in like a week. Like realistically, if you got 1,000 Discord DMs, how long do you think it would take you to get to one person? I'm asking you.
Who would have a free afternoon?
Yeah, he has a free afternoon. He has a free afternoon every week.
Are they like conversation DMs or is like quick question type of DMs? You know.
It could be just any kind of DM.
All right.
I think the most games I've had at one time is like 7.
Yeah, I don't think.
After playing Rivals, I get a lot sometimes. Hour. I would do it in like 10 people like intervals, you know. And like I'd wrap up like 10, and then I move on to my next section, you know.
Yeah.
So depending on where you're at, I'll get you then. So probably like an hour.
An hour, yeah. Let me say the last time that he's actually responded to one of my DMs. October 22nd.
When was the last time you DM'd him?
Let's check. January 31st.
Or got shafted.
He has no excuse.
I DM'd you today and you haven't responded.
You did not DM me today.
Yes,
You
I
just
did.
DM'd me. Literally, he just DM'd me.
You send him that the video I sent in general.
Just send him that video. The blowing your ears out.
You gave our DMs actually.
The Brawl Stars just theme. I love it.
That Detective Puff.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit because he is busy, but it is coming.
Ooh. I gotta prepare that.
Silent. You sound underwater.
Like my mic sucks, or
Just a little bit of
so,
stuff.
like-
It just sounds like you're a little too far away.
I laid it under like grease and then like coated over the top of it with like peanut butter, and like you're under there like speaking. That's how like it sounds through here, you know.
is that better? Or is it the same?
It's like you slightly took off like a sliver of the peanut butter.
What are you talking? Are you just talking through your phone, or is it like?
No, I have a mic.
Okay. I would unplug your mic and plug it back in.
Thank you, Nicon tech support.
It'll work.
It's simply the best.
It just sounds like you're just like talking through like a blanket. That's all it is.
Oh, speak again, silent. Yeah, but the sliver like peanut butter went back on there, bro.
Are you serious?
Oh wait, it sounds so much better now.
That's way better.
I didn't change anything.
I think
I
it's
don't
just
know,
like the
bro.
volume. I think it's just like
It's
too
like you
quiet.
drink the grease and almost all the peanut butter, you know?
It didn't do a single thing. Is it because I'm talking louder?
I think that's why.
That'd probably be a good idea,
That's good.
To be fair, it is like
Well,
12:12 for him.
It is
Yeah.
2:12 a.m. right now. I have to go to bed in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I should
I'm
probably
just-
go to bed soon.
I was just trying to stay awake all day yesterday, right? I just wanted to fix my sleep schedule. So I was like, let me go to this Smash tournament. You know, my health, and I ended up winning it.
So you just stayed up.
Or, yeah. And then I went home. And I was like, I'm finally ready to go to sleep. Went to sleep, and I woke up in 2 hours. Never been more mad in my life.
That's brutal.
Especially since I feel so awake. Like, it was 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna like faint from
Nothing
exhaustion.
beats standing up on a 6-foot ladder and just jumping off of it. You will
Cry, man.
sleep for a good long time.
For a long, long time. That was the most simple joke ever. Why the fuck was it so funny?
The deep voice, bro, changes everything. The toothpick changes everything, bro. That's how it goes.
But yeah, I mean, I got money, so can't say it was a loss.
Money over
You'll
sleep.
pay off all your family debt via life insurance. You'll
Yes.
have the best sleep of your life. And even better,
An even better sleep of your afterlife.
yeah.
I just love showing up to a local, like dressed in full Yoshi drip, and I just have a Yoshi wallet.
Just Yoshi everything.
Yeah, it just
You're the
Yoshi
people-
everything, and making people absolutely concerned.
You're the type of person I would not interact with at a local then. If I see someone fully dripped out and like their main stuff, bro, I get like a 6-foot
Bro, those are
pole.
the coolest people around.
No, they're always the most cringe and the ones I think are going to try and raid my setup, and I have to kick them off. They're gonna like get
bro.
on there. They're gonna show up like 2 hours beforehand. They're gonna pull up. They're gonna go 3-2 and be like, "Oh my god, bro, I can't beat my bracket demon that they played twice in bracket," and then I'll never see them again.
Keep me by bracket. I can't be my bracket demon who I faced today.
Yeah. People like that.
I wonder who
That's
my
a-
bracket demon will eventually be.
I don't know.
Probably some Bayonetta.
That's usually how it is. I don't have bracket demons, I don't think. Because I don't think there's, like, literally anybody who I've run into that I've been like, this is a tournament ender.
Mine are just top 10 players.
Yeah, like I fought Meister.
Oh,
I think
I'm
Because
a
that
rival
doesn't
player.
count as a bracket demon. That just counts as a fucking cracked player, Silent.
I'm a rivals player, so
yeah.
I only lose to like top players.
The
so
best
it's
of the
just-
best.
Yeah, so like I'm chilling there and I'm like, "Alright, bro, time to get into like top 8 or something. I'm playing it's like number 4 rank in the world, and I'm like, come on.
Do people have rivals like the drip down their rivals main?
No,
I kind of wish that now, because I kind of want to just see it.
it would be
Yeah, it's-
so much worse.
Somebody just fully dressed in like a whole raptor costume.
I would pile drive them into the ground.
I can't share it on stream, but he looks. Oh my god! I thought somebody fucking cracked the door. He looks physically pained by the vision of somebody dripped out in their rival's main.
Oh, I'm looking at his cam right now. He looks so distraught.
Nothing brings me more pain than a rivals player. They're so much worse than Smash players.
His demon is himself.
My own thoughts.
His own pride.
Bro, I play a monkey. He's a charge character and he's so cool and I love him.
I play a balloon.
Large character in a platform fighter? That sounds
Yeah, he is so cool.
horrendous.
And because of that, I switched to box.
Nice.
You got a
So I play on
box.
that thing now.
How
I
expensive
had a
was that?
hitbox. I saw that.
If you're buying it with no like extra stuff, it's $230.
Ay! That is a full
but-
console.
Nicon boxes are expensive. Like even normal hitboxes are
No, that-
expensive.
Is that why?
That's-
Is that why so many people show up to UMD locals with like their own like built box?
Yeah, or like
To give you an idea, I spent
He
400
turned into
for all
Sans.
my stuff.
Uh,
Yeah, for all my stuff, I spent 400 because I got a bunch of extra stuff with it.
Jesus.
But
almost telling me to get a fob.
my reasoning for it is because I wanted the nerfs, so it'd be illegal.
Oh. What's up, Silent? What were we saying?
Because
I was saying my controller drifts now. So someone's like, "We should get a fob." I was like, "I could just get a normal GameCube controller. I think I'll do just fine with a normal GameCube controller."
I don't know why everybody's getting fobs now. Like a bunch of rivals players are like, "Oh, I can't wait till I get my fob."
What is a
Bro.
fob?
It's
They're
a
like,
it's a special type of GameCube controller. You can do a bunch of like different stuff with it. Feels nice.
lots of modifications, but I think the most basic modification is like it makes the sticks better.
All right, who
Like-
cares? It's just a
The
game
only-
controller.
The only thing I know that like it makes better is like it makes like just like flicking it better. I guess it's like less of a chance of snapback too.
I don't really get it because you
I
don't
don't
really
either.
need, at least in Rivals, snapback, because it's designed to just be a good video game.
Mhm.
So a lot of this stuff, like you have issues with controllers, doesn't really apply to Rivals. But Rivals players act like they lose for any other reason but themselves. So
Oh,
that's how it goes.
that's a lot of fighting games.
I think that's just people who do competitive things in general. It's because they have
Yeah.
such like a high like ego
I-
confidence of like I'm
Yeah.
the best.
I've been in
whatever.
a lot of different fighting game communities, and Rivals is still the worst by complaining by a lot. It's so bad.
Have you been in a Tekken?
No, I haven't.
Tekken is especially awful.
He's been in Strive and something else.
I've been in Strive, DBZ, Marvel,
Mm.
Rivals, Smash,
Honestly, I mean,
a couple other
I'm
really small ones.
surprised that the game I see the most rage quits for, I don't see that much ego talk. Yeah, I'm talking about fighters. I see people rage quitting fighters all the time. I never
Which fighters? Oh, DBZ.
Dragon Ball. Yeah,
I hate DBZ. It's so bad.
it's really bad.
I've
It's
never
like-
played it.
Don't. If you want to play a team game,
Don't.
Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm
play
thinking
Marvel.
about finding a good Marvel game to play.
I play Marvel 3. Marvel 3.
Yeah, Marvel 3 definitely is.
Is there a new
Marvel
one?
3 or
Is
Marvel
there one on
2?
like Steam or like at the Xbox or something like
Oh, yeah.
that?
Marvel
Marvel
3's on
3.
Steam.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, Marvel 3.
Is it on like
I'm
Xbox
pretty sure
or
it's
like
on sale
console?
right now.
It's spring sale. Pretty much everything's on sale. Is it
I'm
like
sorry.
what is it called? Is it on like Xbox or console or something like that?
It's on everything except Switch.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All right.
360, PS3,
But
PS4.
if you want to have good online, you have to play at Parsec. So
I'll figure out a way.
that's how
As it-
people hold tournaments for it. They play on Parsec.
Well, I'm not gonna get to that point where I'm gonna play tournaments on it. Let's be real. let's be real. I'm never gonna get to that point.
I play Magneto Doom Virgil.
Isn't Magneto like broken in that
Oh
game?
my god.
I play.
Why? All three of those characters.
It's so much fun. I get to play the most versatile character in the game. I get to play best assist and support character in the game with baby easy combos.
Yeah,
And then it's
dude.
Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil is. I don't have this much of seeing Virgil ever. I pray for
It's
safety.
so much fun. For me.
Yeah, I was about to say. Fun for
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Hidden missiles and rapid slash.
I literally only got Marvel 3 for Phoenix Wright, and everyone hates me for it.
Doesn't Phoenix Wright like suck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the worst character in the game until he gets turnabout mode, in which case he becomes the best character in the game, and that's why people hate him.
I'm not gonna ask.
You get evidence.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to
Yeah,
dig
so
up
you,
evidence.
you have to
Really?
dig up evidence. You have to get 3 good pieces of evidence, and then you hit them with an objection in was it attorney mode? Whatever the
Yeah,
second
turnabout
one is.
mode.
So you have to make up
And then
evidence.
you get turnabout mode, and then we don't make it up. You just press 2 buttons, and you'll just get a piece of evidence.
Okay, so why not spam that?
Yeah, you do. That is his entire neutral is get something to block him and just mash the evidence until you get the evidence.
So he has a move where Maya comes out and is basically invincible,
Sure.
and then you try to use your things. But the thing is that his combo damage by itself is not that good,
Okay.
and getting turnabout mode can also be difficult because you also just have to raw hit somebody,
Mhm.
and he doesn't really have any unblockables,
Mhm.
so it can be a little hard. Because the one unblockable people thought he did have is actually fake because it hits mid. So
Well, this is a Maya to snitch finger.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
But
it's just yeah.
so
it-
yeah, the
sorry.
snitch finger Nicon is just a
The what?
massive snitch finger. I mean, I don't actually know what it's called in game, but everyone calls it the snitch finger.
All right.
he just points and it wall
Yeah.
bounces.
Yeah, he points and it's
Yeah.
like it's like a giant blue
So what the combo looks like is he just points and then he jumps and points down again.
yeah.
And then he points, and then you get
It's
hit by like
so fun. Actually, I have it's a
That's
laggy
funny.
video because I have a terrible computer, but I do
And-
have
and then they're,
a
like,
video
thrown
of me
into
doing
this.
All right. While you sit there,
Like,
I gotta
it-
go to the bathroom.
like an OTG assist, and then you do it again.
it's
so much
so funny.
I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, also his level 3 is a frame 1 and the full screen. Which is
You should play Magneto Doom Virgil.
I heard that and I wanted to cry, dude.
What, you thought it was gonna be like some low tier play?
You couldn't even play Dante instead of Virgil.
I don't want to play Dante. I want to play Virgil. Or I hate playing Dante. It's like damage output doesn't exist anymore.
What was your team in Fighters?
I don't remember. Oh no.
21 GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Probably something like that. I don't remember anymore, dude. I know I played UI Goku.
Yeah. Oh, that was before he got nerfed though, right?
Yeah.
Keep thinking your camera froze, but you're just really good at holding a face for a long time.
I don't know. You never know. What's funny is that every game I get super competitive in, I don't play top tier. So
It's fair.
every game I just play for fun, I play top tiers.
Granted, I mean, only real reason I'm like super still into Smash is just because the characters. I mean,
That's why I play Rivals now, is because I get to play a charge character, no Blast Fighter. It's so cool. And he's a monkey.
it's fair. But like, yeah, Yoshi, obviously. Getting to play Yoshi in an official fighting game that I can actually be competitive in, I mean, that's a dream right there.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, because you're not me.
I don't want to be.
I also think playing a charge fighter that's a monkey is pretty weird, but you know, I'm
It's
not
so
you.
cool. So I'm like, and he smiles and he wipes his butt with the tile.
What?
You got a problem with that?
Not really.
Actually, if you click on my Twitter, you can see my banner, and like it'll probably show a little bit more about his character.
Yeah,
It's so good.
completely fair.
It's
It was
just
nice back.
it's a monkey.
It just reminded me of the
Mm.
horrible night we had. You know, kind
I am back.
of.
All right. Sick.
See, you know,
Oh, let me see
it's
this video.
in slow motion because I don't run OBS on a crappy computer, but just imagine that combo in 60 frames.
Okay.
I had to play it in
I'm gonna do one more, then I'm
resolution
gonna hop
too.
off,
What
though,
the heck?
because, I'm gonna clean up.
from my homeboy. Turnabout.
Nemesis has the most health in the game. That's why I picked him as the. It's just a extremely free touch of death.
Wait, Thor has the most health in the game.
Or I thought it was Nemesis.
Thor.
I don't know like I do that. But... Yeah, it's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
free
yeah,
touch
dude,
of death.
Okay, so what
This
just
is
happened?
without X Factor.
Okay,
Boy,
so-
Snitch Fingers, look at that.
So what just happened in that clip? What am I supposed to be watching?
Okay, so in Marvel, you get routinely like 0 to death constantly, but it's like a bread and butter.
Yeah.
They look a lot harder than they're a lot harder than they look most of the time. Not be real. But that's what makes neutral so interesting and hard, is because you are playing for your life the entire time. Because you can just get hit by like a stray medium, you're out. Like Hulk or something, stand heavy or something. Nah. One hit of armor.
Fucking gone.
Yeah. And then you have characters like Magneto who are just like constantly like flying around and have a 45-degree angled projectile.
Yeah,
And then they can throw
Magneto
down.
is incredibly annoying.
And he's just flying, and then he combos you,
I've
and
heard tales.
he builds like 2 or 3 bars a meter,
Jeez,
and you just get
Mm.
cycled.
Well, like that's the thing about Marvel. Like it's so broken. Like everyone's so broken, but it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Until
fun
you
to
get
be
hit.
broken. And see, we're all coming back to
Until-
Security Breach, and why it was a good no.
Nicon, stop.
Yeah, it's fun until you play against Super Scroll Firebrand, and he has a thing where basically he has an unblockable move, and Super Scroll has an assist where he punches upward.
Okay.
So unless you have an air dash on incoming, they set up this assist where it starts punching, so it's forcing you to block, and then they hit you with an unblockable, and then you get
Nicon,
comboed.
you don't know.
It happens again.
You don't know how broken X Factor is as a comeback mechanic.
I probably don't.
Okay, so what it does is you have X Factor 1.
Okay.
It's going to be done out of block. You can do it while hitting somebody. For example, you can super somebody, X Factor, and super again. It gives you a movement speed bonus and a damage bonus.
Okay.
And X Factor 2 is whenever you lost one character. And if you
Okay.
lost 2, you get X Factor 3.
Okay.
It lasts for 30 seconds,
Okay.
and you can kill someone in a couple of hits.
Okay.
And you also regenerate red life.
You can like hit a raw level 1, and that alone